Oh my lord. The issues with social media tonight. The issues with social media tonight. Twitter or X, YouTube. I don't know how many times I've been signed out, lost my playlist. It's like, yeah. So, but first, I apologize. I had to bump it back a little bit. I was working on these Bush edits when it comes to what we're going to be getting into tonight, and I need to turn on the comments as well. There we go. I need. I've been trying to get this. It's so much work. I've been working on this Bush edit. So, if nobody knows, I've been working on this edit from the Nest camera, and last weekend, um, I did some video edits and saw that it wasn't just what you saw on the Nest camera. It went way deeper. What the hell? I got like sound coming from somewhere. Um, it went way deeper than that. And as I was doing some of my other work on that part, um, that's when I started to see a lot more than what I saw when we last did a show. So I've been kind of keeping this until, I didn't do a show last night. We did a police simulator episode. We just had some fun. I felt bad we didn't do a game night, so I figured I'd do a little game night last night. So if you missed it, definitely check it out. Police simulator. But I was working on these edits and I was like, dang, I see so much more, and I was so excited to talk to you guys about it. Um, so we're going to be talking about it tonight. I told you guys we'd talk about it on the next stream. We're going to be talking about it. I'm going to show you the stuff that I worked on a couple days ago, where I started to see like so much more. Oh my gosh, so much more. I'm going to tell you right now, and I'm going to break it all down tonight with Google Guy, with photos, with the video edits. I'm gonna break it down. I'm gonna show you and drone clips. I'm gonna show you where this person was standing, and I believe it was just one person. So now it's nice to see that mainstream media. We were kind of kicking this up in the dirt a week or so ago, based off of these edits that I was working on, and the stuff you're going to see tonight, I have no doubt you are going to see what I saw, and you're going to be like, yeah, this was a two-person job. This was a two-person job for sure. For sure. Now, I'm also going to show you, I broke down how this person entered the property, no forced entry. Now, we didn't know, when I was kind of breaking that down a week ago or so, we didn't know if there was forced entry or not. I assumed there was, but I always have to break it down like everything's locked, and like the highest wall possible is what I have to assume, and then that's how I approach in my theories when it comes to how they would have did this, or this is how they do this. um so yeah, I'm going to be showing you guys that stuff now. I apologize because I've been working on, ever since I did these edits that we're going to show tonight, I'm still working on the Bush edits, but trust me, those will be coming. I'm thinking Friday night show. I'm hoping I will be done. Like, I'm hoping I'll be done. I should be able to. Rosie and I are doing a show at 9:30 p.m. Central tomorrow night, so it'll be a late night show. So I should be able to get a really good chunk in tomorrow, not so much Thursday, and then Friday I can get a huge chunk in. So I'm hoping that Friday night, the show Friday night, I'm going to be showing you the Bush stuff. Now, I've been working on it and I'm not done. I still need to fine tune some stuff, but I think that it's going to be no doubt. It's going to be no doubt this was a two-person job. And the things that you don't see from the ring camera, we are revealing through these edits. So I'm going to go through some updates with you guys tonight. I was kind of watching the feeds all day today, and honestly, I don't know. It's turned into something else. It's turned into something else. It really, and I guess I should say this is kind of why it bothers me. And I've been saying it. You guys know if you've been around the show for a while, you know when we were out there live on location, live on the scene, boots on the ground, we were doing fucking searches, man. We searched our tails off, like no sleep, tons of travel, nothing but searches. We weren't hanging out at freaking houses and shit. And it's just hard for me because I'm going to be honest with you. I've told you before what I think happened to Nancy the first day based off after that video came out, the Nest video. That's when I knew this is what took place. Like before that, I was thinking she was in a basement. I told you guys that when the video came out. I said before this video, I thought she was in a basement. Now that I see this video and this less than rookie uh, level of, like casing out and robbing a house, like, I'm sorry. I think she's dead. I think she's hidden in some bushes. So ever since then, the fact that there hasn't been any ground grid searches from law enforcement really frickin' bothers me, like to no end, because it's like this person's missing, man. Why in the hell is nobody? You see the frickin' blood on the sidewalk. You see the frickin' blood on the sidewalk. Why was there not a ground grid search done pronto? Day one, day two, day three, day four, day five, day six, day seven, day 17. And so, as I've sat back and waited to see the updates, because just like you, I care. So, I want to hear if something's going down. I heard so much fucking conspiracy theory promoted bullshit. I couldn't take it no more. And then I'm sitting there going, how in the fuck can people sit there and have fun and laugh and eat fucking pizza while she could be laying in some freaking bushes for 17 damn days while coyotes are ripping at her, people? And if the freaking law enforcement don't want to get off their fucking asses and go search for this lady, well, then maybe the people that are standing around there should get off their fucking asses. I'm sorry. It's bullshit. Do you really care about Nancy? Do you really care about Nancy? I feel so damn bad right now because it's like, man, if this lady was missing right next door, you know damn well canines would be out there. You know damn well there'd be boots out there. You know damn well there'd be boats out there. You know damn well there'd be a huge ass team that would be excluding places that Nancy is not. I can guarantee you, and this is the sad part. This is the sad part. I'm going to be honest. Let me just, if you haven't heard what I said before, I'm going to tell you now, okay? So, just in case, content warning: the following video contains material that may be harmful or traumatizing to some audiences, because I'm going to tell you what I think happened. If I can find my damn screen. There we go. I'm going to tell you what happened. When I seen that video come out, and I was like, holy crap, this, you're begging to get caught. You are begging to get caught the way that you showed up, bro. Like, you are begging to get caught. Number one, you got a flashlight in your mouth. What do you think is inside your mouth? Saliva. What are you putting in your frickin' mouth? Your glove. What are you using to go touch stuff all over the house? Your glove. So you're transferring your damn saliva from your mouth flashlight because you think you're a badass. You think you want to try and be a professional. So you want to do it like the movies and you want to put the flashlight in your mouth. Well, guess what, dipshit? You just spread your saliva DNA all over the frickin' house, dummy. Okay, that's number one. Number two, you don't even walk backwards or sideways to the damn camera. You walk straight in. And when you walk straight in, then you look up and then you go, oh, shoot. Then after that, you walk around all nonchalantly, do your little flashes to your buddy, and then you get some damn flowers from the frickin' dirt, and then use that to walk back up while you're looking straight at the camera again, and then you use the flowers to camouflage it while you rip the you are begging to get caught every single step of the way. You want to know why they haven't got caught? Because they're too worried about these fake ass ransom notes that is coming from another country that's trying to scam American people and our own government. That's why the FBI can't find out where they're coming from, because of international laws, ladies and gentlemen. That's why they said, oh, international. And then when there was talk about, well, international, where, well, we should probably just say Mexico. Please. The reason these people didn't get caught is because they never sent a ransom. The reason these people haven't gotten caught yet is because there's so many other freaking distractions, like a glove that was found 2 miles away when all of us fucking knew that it wasn't going to have the DNA from the person that kidnapped her. It didn't take rocket science to figure that out. Well, maybe from a lot of these other programs that did promote it because it was all about pulling at your damn heartstrings. Here, I told you the damn truth. I said, the chance of that having to do something with the DNA of the person that committed this crime is like somebody from fucking Somalia went in the Ohio State lottery. That's about how much of a chance it had of having the DNA from the person that kidnapped. But all of these people, and that's what I was saying in the last show about the family. You're pulling at the heartstrings of the family with all this false hope. Hey, guess what? There's a match. No, there wasn't. You're playing with people's emotions, and the people's emotions that you're playing with are the people that are going through this shit. How fucked up is that? Not only they have to go through with their mother, their grandmother, their sister, missing, no clue, but also they get to stroll across social media and go, oh my God, there's a glove DNA match. They found him. Oh, no, they didn't. How do people think that's okay? It's crazy, man. The family's cleared. Number one, well, here, let me get back to what happened, okay? The people showed up, well, the dude showed up on camera like you saw him, okay? I'm going to explain a little bit later in the show how they entered in the property again. It's very easy, very simple, and very understandable too. So when they got in there, whatever took place, obviously, it was not worth leaving her there. Okay. So normally in a robbery, you're not kidnapping anyone. You're not. So there's a reason why she was taken. Do we know that reason? No. Will we ever? Not sure. But to me, it was financial. Now, this is why I think they took her. Because they wanted to get to her bank account. They thought they were badasses. They thought that they were going to scare her like the movies. And unfortunately, the pistol whip across her nose and her mouth was unfortunately a little too much for what they expected. That's why you saw the blood on the sidewalk. Again, they tried to look like the movies when they showed up, and I broke it down how they showed up like Barney Fife. They exited the exact same way. They knew she had money. They knew. So let's go take her and let's have her withdraw a whole bunch of money out of her account. We're just going to get a bunch of cash. It's the easiest thing not to trace. Look at this beautiful candle holder that's worth a whole guess what? It's easy to trace. You know what's not easy to trace? Cash from somebody's bank account. Now, what happened is that was part of their plan. We're going to go in there. We're going to bust in there with the sole purpose of taking her, with the sole purpose of getting cash from her account, bringing her with, forcing her to withdraw everything that she can withdraw through multiple ATMs throughout the city. Maybe take her to the next city over. You see what I'm saying? We're going to keep her hostage, but we're going to make sure we cash out in all these different spots. Now, what happened is because they were trying to be like the movies, the injury was too much. Poor Nancy, the medications, you 84 years old. The bleeding was not able to be stopped. The bleeding was getting to be too much inside the vehicle. They barely got very far at all and realized that the movie plan that they had plotted and planned inside their minds because they thought they were badass. Well, unfortunately, it took a turn for the worst, and they had to hurry up and take a detour and drop her off. But not just drop her off. They had to put her in a spot where it'd be really hard to find her, mixed in with some bushes. And then after that, they bolted out of the state. Now, when it comes to all of these other you know, theories and all this other stuff. What do you think law enforcement's doing right now? They are chasing all of these frickin' rabbit holes. You know why? Because this whole ransom letter or letters from different people have truly came from another country that is just trying to take money from citizens of ours that just care about one another, just like they have in the past already in the last 4 years, 6 years. Look it up, it's true. Because this is why the ransom letters don't make sense. Don't you think the first ransom that was for 4 million and then 5 million and then 6 million? Isn't it kind of weird how, because let's be honest, ransoms are usually like, yo, this is the line, don't cross it. You do this or else. And you might get a second chance. Might get a second chance. Do you get a third? And you're going to be asking 4 to 5 to 6 million for a news anchor's mother that most people didn't even know her name until she went missing. That really don't make sense, right? But there's more. Three chances. Then all of a sudden, we never hear from that person anymore. Right? Isn't that kind of weird? Because it was, hey, if you don't give us 4 million or else. If you don't give us 5 million or else. If you don't give us 6 million or else. And you know what was never produced? A proof of life. Do you know what somebody that kidnaps somebody else, do you know what is worth more than anything on this world that would be in the palm of the hands of the kidnapper? A proof of life. So it's kind of weird how a proof of life was never even supplied either. Oh, but wait, there's more. So then another person comes out and says, "Oh, hey, uh, I know the person who did it." Okay, I want 50,000. I want a Bitcoin, and I'll say who. I'm sitting there going, "Damn, you're stupid as shit." Because number one, you should have went to law enforcement and say, "Hey, guess what? Put me in witness protection. I'll tell you everything I know." But no, let's contact TMZ and let's contact the local TV station that the other one was contacted, right? Damn, the 4 to 5 to 6 million didn't work, guys. Well, you know what? It's not about how much we get from it, right, guys? It's not about how much we get. It's the fact that we got something, right, guys? Yeah. Okay, so let's how are we gonna let's retool it, okay, guys? Let's just ask for 50, because listen, it doesn't matter how much. It's just we just want to say that we won because we actually got them to do it. So let's just lowball it, because then they'll probably pay it real quick. So why don't we just say, like, hey, I'm one of the guys and I'll tell you everything I know. Guess what? It didn't work. 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 This person came out with 2 letters in one day. Let me tell you something. When it comes to this kind of crime, the circles are very, very small. Very small. There's a reason the circles are very small, because when it's a smaller circle, there's less people to say something. Because that's the last thing that you want, right? The last thing that you want is somebody in your circle to say something. So you keep them real small. Now, let me think here. So if the circle's really small And this person comes out every single day with a letter for a week, and one of the days comes out with two. They would never even have to admit to the small circle that they're the ones that are saying this and emailing this. It's already obvious. It's already obvious to that small circle that that person in the small circle hasn't been in the small circle. Because not only if somebody does that, they're not only going to contact people, but they're also going to act very differently in very slight ways. It's very obvious. It would be very obvious after the second to third email from this person. You're the snitch, bro. And we wouldn't be having any more emails anymore, I don't think. You see what I'm saying? Now, the whole time, never seen a proof of life. The whole time, nothing except random ransom games and gloves that are 2 miles away. Shout out to the Somalian dude that won the Ohio State lottery because, damn, if that glove has anything to do with it or any of those, a city of 600,000 people, you don't think there's trash? You don't think there's a coffee cup somewhere? You don't think there's a pop can? You don't think there's a candy wrapper? You don't think there's toilet paper? You don't think there's a pair of shorts? You don't think there's a sock, some shoes? You don't think there? Now, if we're talking inside the house, or if we're talking in the vicinity of the house, like a block away, well, yeah, that is very, yeah, hello, yeah, that's important. Even if it is a neighbor's that they've left on their yard, it doesn't matter. It's that in the vicinity. When you're talking 2 miles, 3 miles, a mile and a half, a mile, half a mile. The games that they're playing with these emotions, you know, the family being cleared, we were bringing it up. This is the one thing I don't know why mainstream media is out there promoting like YouTubers are the ones that are creating the son-in-law as a suspect. I'm sorry. I didn't I thought Ashley Banfield was a legitimate journalist, right? Because I didn't even know that the son-in-law was even being talked about being a suspect until Ashley Banfield brought it up. So how in the hell are YouTubers being blamed? Oh, it's because it's more MSM propaganda spin. Isn't that crazy though, you guys? Ashley Banfield is the one who name dropped photos. She's the one that said it. I didn't. Sources close to the investigation, remember? She even went on Dan Abrams and doubled down on it and said, "Yeah, I trust this source, and this source told me if nothing has changed." You know, it's crazy. You don't, and listen, we don't know. We weren't there. We're not investigating the crime. We don't have all of the evidence sitting in front of us. We didn't interview him. You know what I'm saying? We don't have the transcripts. We weren't there. We didn't talk to the other people that did. We so for us to sit there and assume, come on, you see how many people assume that that glove that was 2 miles away was going to have something to do with Nancy Guthrie's disappearance? Hello, tons of people. I mean, it was what shocking to see society get so sucked in to like even sleuthers. It's like, yo, you're supposed to be a sleuther. How in the hell could you even come to this conclusion? You don't know what these people are going through. We don't know if the son-in-law was, had depression issues and had thoughts of hurting himself, and next thing you know, we got two more tragedies on top of another tragedy. I brought up that girl that went missing from Hawaii. She wasn't missing. She didn't get kidnapped. She took off down to Mexico with some lover, and her freaking dad thought she got kidnapped and was missing and probably dead, and he ended up unaliving himself. You don't know. It's crazy. Blaming YouTubers. Blaming YouTubers. The false hope, though. The false hope. The false hope is just horrible. And the botched investigation from the beginning. That was a extra long little intro there. But man, just the whole fact that these searches, there's nothing happening, man. And I'm telling you, I feel after I saw that video and I saw how rookie they are, I'm like, and then you see the blood on the sidewalk, and I'm just putting two and two together, and I'm just telling you right now, she didn't make it. They weren't prepared to walk in front of a freaking camera. Do you think they're going to be prepared to not be able to stop the bleeding of somebody that's bleeding like crazy from their mouth and their nose? Do you really think so? No, they're going to be more worried about her DNA being all up in the carpet. That's probably why they took off out of state, and they probably burned the damn car and drove it off a freaking cliff. I'm not lying. Burned the damn car and drove it off a freaking cliff, or just straight up burned the damn car. Left it off somewhere. I mean, seriously. Seriously. These people weren't prepared for this stuff. They freaked the hell out, didn't know what to do, and they did totally something they had no idea that they were going to be taken a part of that night, because it was supposed to go like the movies. It's just how it is. What's up, everybody? I need some coffee, and we're going to get into this stuff tonight. I don't know what was going on with social media. Freaking wild. Thank you so much, Karen Fisher. Appreciate that very much. Also, I have to say thank you to Ellen H for the $25 Venmo. I have the scanner up during the shows for just in case something's popping off. And when I have the scanner up, I don't see my notifications from Venmo and Cash App. So I want to say thank you so much, Ellen H, for sending the $25 Venmo. Those go directly to fund it. There's no YouTube tax on it. So really, thank you so much. I really appreciate that. I did not see that last night. I did want to shout you out. Thank you so much. Let me see here. Let's go through the comments. I want to say what's up to everybody, and then we're going to get into the nitty gritty because I got some good edits to show you. We're going to break it down, and I'm going to show you guys like where this person was standing, why they were standing there, beyond the videos. I mean, it's all going to tie in together tonight. If there's any updates, I'll let you know. But as of today, I was seeing what was going on, and I'm like, I'm not going to sit here and wait for, go through the updates that came out through today and then sit there and have the live feeds just in case something pops off, because honestly it's like pizza parties and comedy hours and shit, and I don't really care to watch that. I'd rather get into other shit that can actually help make a difference in trying to find her, especially now that mainstream media is promoting this multiple perps. I'm telling you right now, there was multiple perps. We broke it to you, and I'm going to keep digging in, and trust me, Friday night, I'm 99% sure I'll have the Bush video edits completed for those shows. So Friday night, we'll be having Rosie Friday, tomorrow night, 9:30, Friday, 9:30, and I believe Saturday morning. What's up? I'm Gumby. What's up, Busby? What's up, Caddy? What's up, Kib Kitty? What's up, Lisa? How are you doing? And please hit that. There's the link. Funky. Yeah, I don't know what was going on. What knocked me out of my account. Yeah, it was even with me. I was losing my playlist and everything. It was wild. Like right now, I'm only streaming to Facebook. I'm supposed to be streaming to Twitch, X, Facebook, YouTube, and what's the other one? Oh, I'm gonna be streaming live on TikTok soon. Um, but I'm still trying to figure out how to get all that. I don't know. TikTok's weird to me. All right, it's new, it's weird. I just upload stuff. So if you look me up, I'm on TikTok, EvilleCJ, EvilleCJ on all platforms, whatever platform you're on, just look up EvilleCJ. I'll be there. I do a lot of uploads on TikTok since we started the show um, uh, recently. So I'm not sure what's going on. Everything, even StreamYard was having an issue tonight. So it's a country outage. Yeah. Thank you. I appreciate that some way, somehow. Appreciate that. I like that name too. Some way, somehow. That's pretty. I like that. YouTube been down all night. Interesting. Interesting. Lisa, me. I stayed with my son. Smart TV. Yeah, it was weird because it kept like it was showing me that too, and then I just click on the icon and then my stuff would pop up. But when I came on to do the show, literally it was like empty. I'm like, and then I get on StreamYard, and StreamYard even has this humongous freaking like error warning message, and I'm just like, what the hell's going on here? What's up, Miss Cosmo? How are you? An OG from the Idaho 4 days when we were doing all that. What's up, Steve-O? Good evening to you, sir. Please be safe out there. Man, I gotta be maybe Saturday nights we can do something because normally we're doing true crime on Friday nights. Um, I gotta do something with Steve-O, man. He's out there in Los Angeles going out there chasing the sirens. I watched live somebody come in. Aw. Well, hey, a move's exciting. Sheriff has a dress shirt on now. Yeah, I know. I've seen that. I'm telling you, I'm starting that movement. But he needs to resign. I was going to start the show off tonight with that little video. If you haven't seen it, check it out. It's just ridiculous how they make the families feel, and he's botched it from the beginning. The fact that, what sheriff or any law enforcement or anybody like is going to come out and say, yeah, it's going to take it was like day 15 and he's like it could take years, and it's like, bro, you don't even say that. So like from the botched investigation from the beginning, I was already like, dude, you got to go. But after when the dude sat there and a couple days ago in an interview and said, well, it could take years. Well, no shit, Sherlock, but you don't say that to the family. Because literally 15 seconds from now, all of a sudden we could see Nancy Guthrie recovered, right? You don't know. So to even put that out there, it's like what I was telling people the other night. It's like he cashed in. He's like, "Look, I exhausted all my efforts. That's why I can feel okay to tell people that it could take years." Like we all know that, bro. We all know that. We all know that. It's not something you need to come out and say, especially when the family can hear that. Like that's so wrong. So right there, it's like, yeah, you catch like who comes to the conclusion that it could take years when you're on day 15? Like seriously, like when you're on day 15, I can see when you're hitting the 1 year mark, maybe or something, you're like, damn, there could be many more of these, but you're on day 15 and you can literally sit there and say, well, it could take years. I mean, it sounds to me like you cashed in, bro. It's just the way it is. I don't know. Tell me I'm wrong. Where's my screen there? There we go. Here's all my platforms up there. You can follow me on there. Um, but yeah, the whole sheriff thing, the dude just needs to go. Like, you're not even helping the investigation. They should, right from the get go, she raid. That's why I'm so upset. Cause like, you can go, just type in, seriously, you can see how many damn searches we've done and how many hours we've done. And that's just the ones that we've done live, not the ones behind the scenes. You can see all the work that I've done the last few years. Like, just type in EvilleCJ live search, EvilleCJ boots on the ground, EvilleCJ. I mean, There's so much stuff, so many different cases. And what did we do? As soon as we got there, we investigated or searched right off the bat, and that's all we freaking did. Crazy to me. You know what I mean? And you're dealing with a missing persons case. And people can sit there and laugh and eat pizza when Nancy could literally be 500 feet from them, and coyotes done and Mother Earth done, the sun, the heat, the temps. Like, think about it, you guys. What? We're gonna, like, 3 months later find a frickin' bone of her that was 2 blocks away? When literally people could have just got off their damn ass and did a grid ground search, even if it's the public, and you just start from ground zero and you move out. And to think 17 days later, 17 days of searches that could have taken place. 17 days. And I'm going to tell you right now, if there was 17 days of searching from ground zero out, I guarantee you, in my opinion, you would have already found her, because I already told you where I think she is and where I thought she was, since I seen the Nest video come out and I saw how they weren't even rookie and prepared. So there's no way they could be prepared for the amount of blood and for all of the stuff that was coming afterwards. There's no way. There's no way. So you already know when somebody's not prepared, what do? They freak out, they spaz, they don't know what, they make dumb decisions because it's based off of emotion, and next thing you know, what's the easiest thing to do? Get rid of her. Fuck the money. Fuck the money, because we're not going to be able to get the fucking money, because so I feel like people could have found her already. I really do. I mean, I loved, like, listen, don't get me wrong, it's great being out there. So when you're ready, something's gonna pop off, but ain't nothing gonna fucking happen at Nancy's. Let's be honest. What is gonna happen at Nancy's house? Do you think Nancy's just gonna come walking up the damn driveway? Do you think the person that kidnapped her is gonna walk up there and walk her to her door? No. Do you think they're going to hop the back of the fence and try and enter the property again? No. Do you think they're even going to come close to the house? No. So why not go look for her? Because you know she ain't coming. She's not coming with the person that kidnapped her, and she's not going to be coming back walking up the driveway. So why don't you go and try and find her? Because that's what we're supposed to be doing. If we truly care about these people, why are we not doing what needs to be done? I'm sitting here doing what I can, working on some freaking edits, because I can't afford to go out there. I don't make $500 a fucking show. I make $5 for 4 hours of work. How am I? You see what I'm saying? So I'm going to do what I can do right now. And right now, I can work on these video edits and putting out the damn truth so that it can cut out all this other bullshit and we can find her quicker, because that's the whole goal. Because if you do care, you care about finding her. And if you don't care, you don't care about finding her because you care about what she's bringing for you. And that goes with desks or boots. If you don't care, you just care what she's bringing for you. If you care, you really care, because it shows in the work that you do and how you report your information and the effort of trying to bring attention, not sitting there chilling on somebody's stream the whole fucking time. Like, this is crazy shit that we're seeing. How is this helping? Foreign country. I mean, there's no way. There's no way she's in Europe. There's no way she's, listen, she's not even in Mexico. She's She's in Tucson next to some bushes that you can't see unless you're doing a grid ground search. I'm just saying. I hate saying it because I don't like to think about her being gone. I don't like to think about her being gone, but you know what? It's the truth. Yeah, source. What's up, dog mom? Yeah, her source is reliable. I know, and they're blaming YouTubers for this. This is the kind of breed of journalism that you're watching now, ladies and gentlemen. Well, guess what, asshole? We saw your breed of journalism, and that's why we all said we're not going to sit. Well, most of us said we're not going to sit here and spin it so people are just trying to click on our shit. We're going to tell you the truth, whether people want to click on it or not. You know why? Because the truth matters. And if one person comes across the truth, it makes a difference. That's the breed. But, you know, there are some starting to go the mainstream media route. Do you think the gem exhibition has something to do with it? Yes, I do. Nikki, thank you for hopping in. Yes, I do. I mean, what did I say in the beginning? I said these people tried to pretend like they were in the frickin' movies. Do, do. Listen, you know, the fucking flashlight in the mouth. While you got your saliva all over your fucking flashlight, and then you're touching your flashlight in your mouth. Like, how stupid can you be? Like, seriously, how stupid can you be? And that's why these people, how stupid can you be? That's why I'm saying I hope you believe me when I'm telling you these people were not prepared for any of what was going to happen. And I'm going to pistol whip her because guess what, Jimmy? I saw it in the movies and it had a really cool effect. And that'll make her go use her ATM so we can go get all of her cash. Yeah, that's what I'll pistol whip her. And guess what happened? Dude pistol whipped her too fucking hard because he was trying to be like the movies. And next thing you know, Nancy can't stop bleeding. They didn't plan on that. Damn, Jimmy. I didn't know. I thought pistol whip was like it was just going to knock her out for a second and make her learn real quick. I didn't know this was all this blood was going to come out, Jimmy. That's why I'm saying I hate coming to that conclusion, and I'll keep saying it, but really I can't help it. I just see these people and I'm like, "Oh my god." And the way that they entered, and I'll show you guys that, like the way that they entered, in my opinion, a window was left unlocked. A window was left unlocked. That's my opinion. You can trust it or not, that's up to you, but I'm just telling you right now. A window, when I had to break it down before, I had to break it down like all windows, all doors were locked. All windows, all doors locked. Remember, I have to give myself the highest wall to climb and then give that to you. But I'm just telling you from right here because there's a whole lot of shit that I'm telling you that don't go along with, an unlocked window. Remember when I was breaking it down and I said, all right, I'm going to be right here and I'm going to hide right here, you guys. Showing you guys the drone photos. I'm going to hide right here. I'm going to walk over here. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do this. And then when I come up, then I'm going to go up there and I'm just going to slightly, I was doing it back then, even though I gave myself that highest wall and I said, oh, all windows and doors are locked. No. I'm checking it. Oh, shit, Jimmy. Hey, Jimmy. Hey. That's why there was no 911 call. That's why she didn't notice anybody on the Ring camera. That's why there was nothing except her. Poof, gone. Blood on the sidewalk. Because, hey, Jimmy, I found a window. Lift me up. Here, hold on. Let me step on your hands. Okay, you ready? Ready? 1, 2, 3. Okay. All right, now pull me in. Pull me in. All right. Yeah. That's what happened. That's why when I show you these video edits and you see where I'm going to tell you the lights, and I'm going to show you the different edits and how this person walking outside right to the person that was standing in the freaking bushes, not in the vehicle, in the bushes. Light right on them. Click, click, click. Light back on them. Look down. Look back over. All right. Now they know. Got to wait for me to get this camera first. Then come on in view, buddy. Come on. Let me get this camera real quick. And then let's go. As soon as they got the camera, walked to the backyard. Went and hid where I told you. Did what they did, how I told you. Except went inside. Where's the safe? Where's the cash? Where's the gold? Where's the safe? All right, we're taking you with. You're gonna go withdraw all your money from your bank account, because look, you don't have a bunch of money in your safe. We're going to your frickin' bank, lady. Give us your ATM. No, give us your. Oh shit, Jimmy. I'm telling you, watch. Oh man, this shit's got me. I'm so passionate tonight just because of these no searches, man. It's driving me nuts because I just think of her laying under the stars and the elements of Mother Earth. And who knows what else that roam the desert. And I hear, and I see Nancy under the stars next to some bushes, and I hear people in the background laughing and eating. It just really bothers me today. The theory makes sense. She may have passed away. That's what I honestly believe, that she passed en route. It was not very far that they went where they had to get rid of her. And I really feel like, yes, they couldn't. Oh God, I hate saying this because I don't like being this honest with you guys. Honestly, this is like shit that I say with behind the scenes, but I honestly feel like she wasn't, even though they couldn't stop the bleeding. I feel like they finished. There's a reason that there would be the death penalty being charged if somebody were caught for this, like Trump said, because that's what I'm trying to say. She was still here when they decided to make a detour, and they had to finish it before they could leave. And when they finished it, she was placed in a particular spot where it would be really almost impossible to find her unless there was a ground grid search. And that's what they were banking on, and look what happened. That's why these people haven't gotten caught, is because there was no grid ground searches done. It's not because they're experts. It's horrible. Bruised in various. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They didn't know how to stop the bleeding, Miss Cosmo. And that's why they panicked and did what they did. You can go back to the day that video dropped, and you can go to my show and you can hear me talk about it. When I see that video, I tell you right there. This this is less than rookie shit, man. I said it right there when it dropped. This is less than rookie shit, man. There is no way. I don't think she made it. Because before then, I thought this was like some high level freaking abduction, like, some high level connection type stuff in a basement, like she's alive. But after I seen that, I was like, yeah, there's no way in hell. They usually show proof of life and the ransom amount and the date and time or of transfer. Yeah. Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. The snitch isn't able to send emails in 2 in 1 day for a week. A snitch is not able to do that in this small circle. Okay? They're not. And the person that sent the first ransoms, it was do this or else, do this or else, do this or else. Well, then the or else would have came, right? That's why you never heard anything more from them. Do you see what I'm saying? And who's going to ask for 5, $6 million when you would probably ask for 1 million? You know what I'm saying? Like you're not going $6 million. Like none of that shit makes sense. But what does is these two people that decided to go kidnap her that night were trying to be like the movies. They weren't shit. They fucked up a lot. And unfortunately, everything took a really horrible turn that same freaking day, that same morning. She was, she was gone before the sun came up that same day. Okay, she was gone by 3 to 4 in the morning, and that's my time of death that I'm telling you. Because I'm just telling you what the evidence tells me and everything that gets broken down. I don't know what. I mean, what's up, Blonde? I know I'm getting to the comments late, but I like being able to talk to you guys as you kind of bring stuff up. Man, you come on and all hell breaks out on YouTube. What's up, Quentin? Oh. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, I like that. I like that handle. That's neat. They have they don't. And that's why it's all this false hope. Somebody asked me earlier today, CJ, why do you think, what do you think about this pacemaker stuff? And I said, it's all false hope. And she was like, why? And I said, because they botched the investigation from the beginning. They botched it from the beginning. Again, no ground grid searches for a missing lady. Hello? You're still botching the investigation every freaking day. Because you're the one coming out a couple days ago saying it could take years. Shut the hell up, bro. There's a family out there that has ears. How dare you? The FBI can't do nothing. Like, shout out to them. They're doing everything they can try and do. But they're handcuffed because of the botched investigation. Like, just with this glove. Yeah, we found out the glove does not have a DNA match. No shit. We told you that when it came out. Right? Somali dude winning the Ohio State lottery has a better chance than some of that DNA glove being a match to this crime scene. Right? Now, well, it got sent to Florida, but it's supposed to be tested in the state that it came from. So now it can't be tested in a certain particular way according to the government. So now that's all fucked up in this. Bro, that's why this pacemaker is a big deal now. That's why the glove is a big deal. That's why all these other gloves are big deals. That's why everything. Oh, shoot. Hey, guess what? Hey. It's all look here, look here, look here, look here, look here, because they don't want you to look behind them. They don't want you to not have anything else to look at. So then you go, what are you standing in front of, Sheriff? Oh my God, a botched investigation? That's exactly why. These leads are bullshit. I'm sorry. Oh yeah, the wildlife out there in the desert, I can't imagine. But I haven't heard anything. I haven't either. Yeah, I heard people talk about it. but pepperoni is more important. It's crazy. Day 17, man. Day 17. Go look EvilleCJ, type it in the search bar. Cause I just haven't been boots on the ground for a year because I had to step back for a while. Type in EvilleCJ live search. See what the fuck we do. We don't sit there and give me a break, man. Give me a break. I got to change the subject on that because these no ground searches from law enforcement or people standing out there having a great fucking time. I'm sorry. It really hurts my heart. It pisses me off. I hate it for the family and I hate it for Nancy because I really feel like she could have been found already. And the fact that, never mind, I'm gonna keep my mouth shut. Lounging around, she wouldn't. I mean, even anybody, anybody. It only takes one person, and then it can get to two. How do you think I started? Do you think I started off with a whole bunch of freaking people? No, I started off by myself. I kept preaching community. Hey, I'm out here doing this, and I can't make it in this area. Does anybody know somebody that can do this? Because I can't, but we need to find out. Watch my shit. Started off by myself. And then we had this beautiful fucking team that had so many attributes that were special to each person. Because we were all about the same thing. We weren't about sitting back. No, we were about, you know what, let's go. Oh, shit, I only got 2 hours of sleep and I had to drive 4 hours. All right, let's go. We're going to search for 11. Out in the woods, digging, climbing. No, tell shit. Give me the money that these people are making, and I'll show you what you get for it. You know what I'm saying? You already seen it. It's ridiculous. It's like, damn, man. I I gotta change the subject because it's hurting my heart. It's hurting my damn heart seeing this shit. I appreciate you. I appreciate you too. Oh, what's up, Nicole? How are you doing tonight? Great to see you too, Bob. How you doing? Good to see you. Yeah, we're back. Like I said, help us out. Share the. We're not in the algorithm that much. Share it out to your friends. You know, hey, if you're hanging out with me here, why don't you have your friend come hang out with you too? You know what I'm saying? Like, we were gone for 6 months. I needed a break, and they didn't like that. They put us in the corner. They put us in timeout because we were gone for 6 months. So they don't want to promote me or any of that shit. So you could do me a favor. I'm sorry. I'm sorry I'm so passionate tonight and just this search is stuff really is just hurting me, man. Cause it's like, you know what? These people could be doing it's just I know what I'd be doing. You know what I'm saying? I know what I'd be doing and And I know if I was out there and I was doing what I was doing, I guarantee you these other people would stand the hell up and join. You know what I'm saying? They wouldn't be sitting there eating pizza while CJ's out there searching the woods. They'd be like, "You know what? CJ's out there searching the woods. Let me get off my ass and let me go join them." That's what the hell would be happening. And that's why it hurts so bad. Because it's like I shouldn't have to be freaking rich or win the lottery just to be able to go out there just for other people to get the freaking desire to go find her. Like we're just like why are you just going to sit back and wait for her to come home? You know what I'm saying? Why are you just going to sit? She's not going to just come walking down the driveway. Go find her. Making all of this money from all of these people and you're just sitting. Go find her. Look at her photo. You know what I'm saying? She's a sweet lady. You think of your grandma. What if your grandma was missing, man, and you got somebody out there eating freaking pizza? in front of her house, eating pizza while your grandma's missing. Horrible. Horrible. Oh, yeah, just wait. I know. We're going to get into it. Yeah, we got CJ Raw tonight. You did. I barely have any coffee. I'm wound up because it's like, man, these searches. But yeah, we're going to get into all this other stuff here and I'll calm down. Trust me. Thank you. I'm just saying, I've been saying it for days too. You know what I'm saying? I'll say it right away. Like, listen, people be like, oh no, the glove's important. I was like, sorry. As soon as I heard about it, I told you somebody in Somalia that won the Ohio State lottery has a better chance. I'm not trying to bust bubbles. I'm trying to tell you the truth because there's no reason for anybody to have false hope. False hope is the worst thing that you can give anybody. That's the worst thing, to make somebody think that you feel or think a certain way, and then you're like, never mind. That is so wrong. That's so disrespectful. That's not what anybody should do to another human being. That is so wrong. Good evening, Rosie. Good morning, Rosie. I forgot. It's morning over there. Good morning to you. We're just having chat hour right now. And then they took her to the, yeah, I'll show you where the car was at too. I'll show you where the person was standing. I'll show you where the car was at. I'm going to show you the Google guy. I'm going to show you the photos at night. I'm going to show you the video at night. I'm going to show you all this stuff. I'm giving you the complete picture, not only of how many people. I'm giving you the complete picture of how it went down. I'm giving you the complete picture of how it ended. I'm giving you the complete picture of where everything was staged. I'm giving it all to you tonight. That's why I said multiple perps exposed and how it's broke down. The only thing I learned was Savannah apparently wrote in her memoir how her and her cousins would play kidnap. Yes, you know what? I was going to bring that up. There was a couple things I meant to bring up, and that was one of them. And shout out to Caddy. She had dropped a video about the bizarre story about kidnapping. We will check that out before we get into this other stuff. All right. What's up, Yoli? Hi, I've been listening. Oh, no problem. I hope you're doing good. What's up, Blonde Bobby? That shocked me so bad they weren't grit. I know. It's horrible, and still, day 17. Day 17. It is all the distraction, and yep. Look over there, so you don't look. What is that behind you, Sheriff Nanos? Oh, a botched investigation? Yeah, that's why. Hey, what's over there? Oh, hey, what's going on? Yeah. Made you look. Made you look. Or a delivery person that went rogue. I honestly think, I don't think it has anything to do with Savannah. I really don't. I honestly don't even think that they I honestly don't even think that they knew who she was. And when it comes to their vehicle, I honestly think that they possibly staged it as a broken down vehicle. They staged it as a broken down vehicle, and they both walked to the property. There's two spots. There's one in the neighborhood, but the more that I think about them parking on the street right in front of her house, the more I'm like, man, it would be so much better if they just parked it like it was a broken down vehicle. Because you're talking about 2 a.m. There's not going to be much law enforcement rolling around in that specific neighborhood. You're going to be okay to pull it off to the side of the road, leave it parked, lock it, and just make it look like it was a broken down vehicle, honestly. Because then your car is not out in front of the scene of the crime. These guys, I'm expecting that they thought that far ahead. Okay, that's just what I'm expecting. Locals maybe. I mean, it could be. That's the thing, we don't know, and that's the hardest part. Is if there was just one answer that could help lead us. Unfortunately, law enforcement is just on a bunch of goose chases because, again, and shout out, FBI is the one doing the work. They're the ones really doing the work, investigating whatever they can investigate. That's why they're trying everything they can, because they don't have nothing. They got a botched investigation handed to them. What do you expect them to do? What do you expect them to do? And no public came out to. It's that could. You know what, Babs? You bring up a really good point. You really do, because they could have been turned away by nanos. That is very. Honestly, I'm gonna be honest. That right there, that is probably the comment of the night right there, because I think that that could be very plausible. Because isn't it weird? You know, we just want Nancy to be home, and we're like, well, where's the searchers? It's day 17. Day 1, where's the searchers? Day 2, where's the searchers? What's up, Leslie and Billy? Good evening. How are you? I'm glad to see you. Oh, thank you. I appreciate the support. You and Busby have. Oh, thank you. Yeah, Micah. I mean, there's so many cases that I've worked on. Idaho, all of them. You know what I'm saying? Stephen Smith, all sorts of different cases, boots on the ground, searching, investigating. I just had to take a break last year because I got baby Angel, and she had a lot of medical problems. I rescued her from the hurricane, and she had a lot of medical problems, and all of my money that I used to do my boots on the ground work went was gone. I literally went broke saving baby Angel's life. And so that's why I can't do the boots on the ground anymore right now. So that's the truth. Put me in a depression. I wasn't able to go help people like I used to anymore. You know what I'm saying? Then I got shut down from YouTube, channel banned, deleted, begged to get it back, all sorts of different things. And yeah, that's what happened. I needed a mental break. That's why I took 6 months, because I'm like, dude, I like what? Here I went from doing all this help for other families, and all of a sudden, what the? Yeah. So we're maybe, yeah, maybe one day, maybe one day. Thank you so much for the super sticker. Hold on one second. I gotta heart that and hit the like button. Oh, it won't let me. It says good job though. Thank you so much for the $5 super sticker with the little fox guy saying good job. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. What's up? Lurking in the background a bit tonight, but I'm here paying attention. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate that for the support there. And yes, let me sorry, I'm still getting used to all my screen switches. Let me put the here. Let me oh, come on, StreamYard. Where'd it go? Where'd it go, StreamYard? There we go. Thank you so much. And then there's your little confetti with Evil Buddy jumping all around the screen there for you. Thank you so much. It really means a lot to me. Trust me. One day I'll be back out there. You know what I'm saying? Look, all that shit that certain somebody got just in this last week, that would probably fund me for a whole freaking year. you know? Like that shit right there would fund me for a whole freaking year. I'm sitting there going, geez, dude, how are you not going out there and searching, bro? Let me see here. Why aren't the family rallying? That too. I don't know. Maybe it's true though what you said, Babs. Like everything that would make sense why why nobody's out there is exactly what you're saying. Like maybe Sheriff Nanos is turning, making people, because isn't it weird how like even the family is not, but this is what I'm saying. If I was there, think about this. If I was there, you see the efforts. I already done it before. I'm telling you, if I was there, you saw how hard I work. If I was there, I guarantee you there would be influencers there that would be joining the searches. I guarantee you that the family, I would be in touch with the families and we would be setting up stuff. There would be like I talked to these families, man. Like when I was out there, I talked to these families, man. Like how do you think I do what I do? Trust me, there would have been shit set up. There'd be vigils. There'd be different things happening to keep the positive, beautiful attention when it comes to this case instead of the frickin' circus. Because nobody wants to, when they think of Nancy Guthrie, they're going to think of circus. Who wants to watch that? You know what they want to see? Beautiful memorials, like, and, remembering, honoring, you know, hard work, getting dirty, trying to find her. That's what. That's what would be happening. I know it. Because ain't nobody is going to, like, nobody out there would sit back and let somebody like me out there searching like I'm searching. None of them would be able to sit back and go, yeah, I'm cool just sitting here eating some pizza. What's up with tonight, man? We gonna go out and get some drinks? No, they'd be like, shit, man, I'm looking like a fraud. I'm looking like a damn fraud. I better get out there and start doing some shit myself because I'm looking like a fucking fraud. That's exactly what would happen. So I already know. Yes, Narc Divers, Busby, Silky, Christina. There's so many people um, that helped us out throughout that whole journey. Because it wasn't, I mean, I did by myself, but there was a lot of people there as well. A lot of people. If they would just, I mean, unfortunately, you see what you see. I mean, you see it. You see it. So it is. It's sad. It does. Let me see. Road sending it next. They'll lose evidence from sending it. Yeah. Well, contamination. Too many. Please. Yeah, I wish I could. Honestly, like that's what I'm saying. Like you guys saw, I was doing my boots on the ground, and even after I saved baby Angel, um, even after I saved her for because the first month I think I spent probably over $5,000 alone in just the first month with her medical stuff, and that wasn't the total of it. Like literally by the time, because I was still going out there, even though I couldn't afford it. I was still going out there in November and December. And by the time December came around, there's so many more things that she had to have done. And before Christmas, I was tapped out before Christmas. And so that's when I had to kind of like go, okay, well, I guess I'm not doing my searches anymore. So it's not like financial opportunity was going to just fall right on me. You know what I mean? So, and I don't play the lottery. I should, but I don't know. I just feel like it's a waste of money because how many people win it? What's up? I've dived. I'd rather spend that $3 on a loaf of bread, so I can eat. Ignominious as an idiot, only ignorance would be failed by the building security system. Looked up another way. I never heard of that word. I'm sorry, but thank you. I even had a hard time trying to pronounce it. What's up, Nikki? I had a hard time trying to pronounce it. I saw a golf cart today. I know, it's like those are the highlights when you can be like looking at. I just got to quit talking about this, the non searches trying to do a lot. It is. And that's why they can't do much. Speaking of, here's a boots on the ground case that I was working. My guest spot on court TV regarding JP Miller's FBI raid. Who do you think gave him information? What's up, Molly? Thank you very much. Appreciate you. There are several. I'm sure people drive around and I mean, hell, when I was down there again working on Micah Miller's case, you saw people on golf carts all the time. When they live in those warm climate areas, I mean, Florida, you know, when they live in those warm climate areas, they drive golf carts around. I would. Shoot, those things got to be comfortable feeling the cool breeze hitting your body. Oh, it's got to be great. It'd be like having a convertible, but you don't even have doors. You just feel it all hit you. The fresh, soft touch of the air as you're rolling through at 15, 20 miles an hour. Calm. There's so many influencers there. I'm gonna tell you right now, though. Dad's gone live. That dude is very respectful when it comes to reporting. He's like us. That's why I promote him. He's like us when it comes to respectful reporting. If something's a theory, he just doesn't. It's not about trying to draw you in necessarily. It's about trying to report with character, and so he's probably actually live out there. Let me look. Hold on. While we sit here and chit chat before I get into the stuff. Yeah, he's out there live. So let me share. Let me share him real quick. I'll go ahead and share this while we're chit chatting. Hold on. So shout out to him. Hold on one second. And then we'll just go through your comments as we because the stuff that I'm going to go through will probably take about an hour. That's probably about an hour, and then we'll be done. All right, so here's this. Let me go ahead and. Oh wait, I'm gonna have to do it like this because this is the only way that the comments. There we go. So we'll go. Dad's gone live. Let's go over here. Actually, let's go over here, and we'll have this. Let's go to Dad's gone live here. And we'll go ahead and I'll respond to your comments as we're checking this out. But definitely show them some love. Oops, hold on. Where'd it go? What the hell? Oh, here it is. Whoops. All right. So that's with the light on. Okay. Come on, go full screen. All right. So that's with the light on. Okay. So again, Dad's gone live. Oh no, I lost my place in my comments because of StreamYard. Okay, here we go. Let's see here. Oh my gosh. Okay, here we go. I agree on search parties. Gloves, it's cruel to. It is, and the false hope is just the worst, man. It tears down the family even more. It was my mom. If it was my mom, I know, right? I don't know why. Maybe they just ask people not to. I don't know. It's very odd to me. Very odd. Next time they'll lose evidence. Oh, wait, I'm way too far up now. These victims. Yes. Oh, no. Thank you, Nikki. I appreciate your support. I'm sorry for being so passionate tonight. And I'm just, it really, because I know if I already know because it's happened plenty of times where these people, like You know, somebody that shows up for one day. You know what I'm saying? It, it's just those people will sit there and milk you for whatever they can milk you for while they're sitting on their ass until somebody comes out there and starts doing something. Then they're like, shit, I can't look like a fraud. I got to go help. And that's the thing. Like, you're out there looking. Shoot, we are on day 17 and still no searching has been done. It's crazy. It is. There are several golf courses. Got hit. Yeah. Love me some confetti. Oh, thank you. I appreciate that. Babs is right. Like, for real. Now I want to play the Cracker Barrel game. I've never heard it. What's the Cracker Barrel game? I don't know what that is. There's so many that aren't even searching. Nobody. What's up? Nobody. All they care about is the story. Yeah, I know. It's like getting all excited over a golf cart. I'm like, damn, man. And then like, I pray, I pray, I pray, I pray, I pray, and I'm just like, whoa, this has gotten to a creepy level. You're having like Jim Jones, freaking gospel hour and shit, and then you're switching to like, um, fantasizing over golf carts and all sorts of stuff. And then like, don't go, don't go, don't go, don't go. You'll never come back. And I'm like, all you have to do is click on it twice and you're back in YouTube. What are you talking about? Don't go. You'll never be able to come back. Don't go. Don't go. I'm like, this shit took a weird turn, man. Because, man, the couple days, before a couple days ago, it was like, investigators are out here, da da da. We were watching all of them, Fox News, all of them. And there was some stuff going down, but man, today was like a whole nother level. I'm like, I felt dirty. Right? Like I felt like I needed to take a shower to like clean it off. I was like, God dang, what the hell was that? What was I just experiencing here? I'm like, what the hell is this? What is going on? I don't know. Maybe it's just me, but I was just like, damn, I gotta wash that off. I'm torn between which flavor of oh shit. Now that's a tough decision, my friend. Go with chicken. I would have had a posse out searching damn straight, and I would have said, you know what, She Raid, come on, let's go do it. Let's go do it. Any of you would have been invited. Come on now. CJ, I was back there with you in them days whenever you're ready, here to support you. Thank you so much. I wish I could, trust me. I wish I could be out there right now. You know what I'm saying? I do, because I know that I would show up at 6 in the morning and I'd be like, let's go. I'd have my gloves, I'd have my cowboy boots on, I'd have my jeans, I'd have my reflective shit, I'd have search party, you know, clothing on. Like it would be, I'd probably even have my damn bandana on. It would be known that there's a search party going on. And I guarantee you, when those people showed up and they're sitting out there and they're like, damn, nothing's going on. Well, shit, let's go out and help. Let's go out and search. And then guess what? That's even more ground that gets covered. It would be, I would get the hate from it because that's what happens when I go out to these different places and I start busting my ass with my searches. These other people literally get afraid of being looked at as a fraud, and then they hate on me because I'm really trying to help the families. Like, I'm not there to have fun. I'm not there. There's plenty of people that are like, hey CJ, we should go out to eat. I'll take you out to eat. And I'm like, sorry, I really don't have. I would if I could. I gotta go work. Ask anybody that is. Ask anybody. Ask anybody. Leave it in the comments if you watch it on replay. If you are a person that came across me in real life when I was out there, boots on the ground, and if you ever got to take me out to eat, if we anything, no, I worked for the families. I literally worked. That's all I did. And I didn't care because it was for the family members. Oh, I guarantee you they'd be out there searching tomorrow. Guarantee it. Guarantee it. I don't understand either. We need a guest. I spent, oh my gosh, holy shit! I didn't spend that much. I spent about $14,000 just on her stuff. I didn't spend 94. Oh my lord, I can't imagine. To be fair though, I didn't plan on having a cat. It's just I couldn't. She was so. She was. She was so. She was so. She was so precious and so damaged. You know what I'm saying? I'm just like, there's no way that I can take you to a shelter because I know what's going to happen. There's no way I can leave you because I know what's going to happen. The only thing that I can do is save you. And I don't care what I need to do to save you. I'm going to save you, baby angel. And I gave up my career for it. Honestly, I gave up my career of searching and helping people. That because I wasn't the type. Listen, I don't drive a Corvette like some people. I drive a vehicle I still need to do car repairs on. You know what I mean? Like I ain't got that has scratches on it from, being out in the field and all sorts of stuff, like I don't have that. If I did, then I probably could have saved baby angel and I probably could have kept my career, but I had to give up my career because I gave my career to the families, even sacrificed, even financial sacrifices, big time, just to be able to help other people. And I had to give that up in order to save her. So I subbed him. He seems really, yeah, he's cool. Yeah, definitely go right there. Dad's Gone Live. Very respectful. The dude is very respectful. If you shout him out, shout him out. Yeah, remolding. Yeah, yeah, not yeah. Smoke damage. Yeah, the fire took place. Yeah, and then that piece of shit trying to stab me in the back. Yeah, that was well, stabbing me in the back, I should say, for quite a while, and then freaked out when I confronted him about it. But just like with you guys, I don't bullshit. I'm not bullshitting. I don't bullshit, and that's just a bullshitter. So just a backstabber that is just lies to people, and pretends to care, but really deep down, it's just about himself. Yeah, California. People will find out if they get close enough to him. I did, and so have others. You've seen them come and go in the past. It's a recurring theme with that man there. And like this, I get watching the house, but this is all day and night, and no one is looking for her. I don't get it. I don't either. I started following you when you started on the Micah case, and I remember when you got little baby. Yes, she was just a little teeny thing, barely fit in my hand. Yeah, when that fire happened, I know that was wild. I was like, hold on, you guys. That was when I was getting ready. Yes, I just got done going to Delphi and I was heading towards, I was going to South Carolina, going towards the Stephen Smith case to go work on that one. And I was doing a show that night because that weekend I was going to be heading down there to start working on that case, and we had that fire, and I think I put everything on hold for a week, and then I went down there because I couldn't stay in here anymore. It was just it was unbearable. I couldn't do it. I had a lot of health issues there for um I had a lot of health issues, respiratory issues. For a while there because of it. Let me see here. I didn't watch any of that. Oh, what's up? This is what I heard. Picante chicken ramen. I don't know what this is. Is this some?
Asked when the suspect appears to be diabetic. I spoke with one
We'll turn that up.
gunshot owner who says the FBI came in for that reason and had him look at more than just that video. Okay, can I do that and then pause for the tag? Okay. We good?
Yes, tell them this is for it, guys. This is the live intro.
Okay. This is my Look Live intro.
No, I was there to protect everybody. I don't run from, like, I run to bullies, man. I don't run from them. I was there to protect people. 8, 12 hours days. Yeah, hell, there were days where we didn't eat. Damn straight, dude. Beef sticks on the way home, beef sticks from the gas station on the way home. Yep. Doing this type of work, and I'm sure I know. I'm sure it is. It does stink being an empath, don't it? It really does. Oh, thank you for the kind words. Yeah, Riley Strain. I mean, shit. Remember my Riley Strain searches, you guys? People had to like leave my damn show because they were doing shit. They were afraid I was gonna get hurt. I'm like, yo, I gotta do it. Sitting there rappelling down shit and all sorts of stuff, man. I'm there to find answers. I don't give a shit. I'm there to find answers. I'm not there to be afraid. Even at nighttime in the middle of the night when it's dangerous for you to be walking, I don't give a shit. I'm there to find answers. Let me see here. Well, prayers to you. I'm sorry about your horrors. Yeah, sleeping in my car. Yeah. Yeah, sleeping in my car all the time. Cause I'm like, why am I gonna stay in a hotel when I'm just gonna sleep for a couple hours and I can save that money to have another day out there or two searching. To me, it was like, that's 2 more days I can search. I think the live coverage has been commendable. The best thing is all you have to do is scroll. Exactly. I blocked dozens and dozens of people. Oh, wow. Really? Holy crap. Damn. I'm going to start calling the media out because I can't believe that no one has tried to form. I know. I don't get it. I think he's the one that mentioned the grid searches. Oh, is it? Well, hopefully. I thought it was somebody else. Flexing a. Say people are jealous. Right? Isn't it? It's like somebody's full of themselves. That same person was saying they're the only ones that did real searches for Sebastian. It's like, bro, we were out there before you, and we did a hell of a lot more. Oh my god, crazy. But there's the difference. I don't have a bunch of money for flashy. Look at that's just one car. There's multiple fucking hot rods in that garage. And there's a lot of fried chicken and a lot of fried foods getting ate. All right? I don't have money for either. I don't have money for the fried shit, and I definitely don't have money for the hot rods. So, but oh, thank you. I appreciate that. How are you doing tonight? I was on the edge of my seat. I still have picture. Yes, yes, yes. Riley, that was a special one too, man. Oh, so horrible. Going down there each night, and going down there each night, and the community was just coming out to me, talking to me, pleading with me, telling me, CJ, you gotta tell these people, you gotta tell them, because our city's not telling them. They don't want to be on. You gotta tell them. All right. So there's that. I do. Let me see. We're already running late, so I'm just gonna get to. We'll get to the other stuff about the kidnapping. Let me see. Potential leads, backpack, and gloves. I mean, it's the same. I'm. Come on now. More false hope. You know what I mean? Listen. The backpack, the gloves, uh, the the uh, the mask, the holster. I think Walmart is going to be a tip, but I think they went to a different Walmart. I don't think they went to the Walmart in Tucson and was like, "Hey, let's." No, they probably went to the because if a Walmart sells it in Tucson, they probably sell it in a lot of other Walmarts, right? So I'm wondering if it was like from another state because they already knew they're gonna see my backpack, they're gonna see my holster. I mean, look at how much he didn't care that he was all up on recording because he didn't care. He didn't care because he knew that they could look in all the freaking Arizona Walmarts they want to and they ain't going to come close to nothing. It's crazy that these people can outsmart these investigators, but we'll go into that. We'll go into the kidnap. I definitely, and thank you, Caddy, for that. We'll definitely go into the kidnapping one. Um, let me see here. Pacemaker, we already discussed it. Guthrie family cleared. You know, huge development. It's always a sad face with Harvey Levin on his thumbnails now. That's kind of getting disgusting. It's always the. It's like every single one of them. Megyn Kelly. We'll be watching a lot of Megyn Kelly, Brian Enton. You got the sheriff here talking about the DNA test on the glove. Why are you not wearing your uniform, bro? Like, what's going on? Oh, that's right. You cashed out. You said it could take years. All right. So this is what I'm going to do. So as you can see, I'm kind of glad that they're showing this, but let me see here. Are they going to be doing a live report? Oh, you can't even hear. Okay. So this is the house. Okay. Now you can see right here. Let me see, where are we at? 147 of the show. So if somebody wants to put a timestamp in the comments and say, great conversation from 0 to 147 and from 147 on, we're going to be digging in. All right. So let me go ahead. This is what it looks like at nighttime, right? With this light on, okay? Now check this out. This is a photo of it with that light on, but you're not right next to the light, okay? So check out the difference. You got this one with the light on. Big old spotlight, okay? Now check this out. Let me see. I wish it was easier to screen share here. Hold on. Let me go back to, where are we at here? Oh, my Lord. Okay. All right. So let's stop this. Let me share this. Okay. So this is another photo at night, right? And you see the spotlight. We're not sitting next to the spotlight. So you saw the camera view where they're sitting next to the spotlight. This one is off to the side. See how much difference it is when it comes to the darkness. Now, let me go back to this because this is very important to show you. Let's see. That sucks because let me go to an older stream because they got that damn spotlight on because that lady's doing a freaking live shot in front of it. Hold on. I thought it was up there earlier. 1 second. Let me go to this one. 4 hours ago, 17. Okay, it's got to be this one right here. Okay, yes. Okay, hold on. Okay, so this is another one with the spotlight on it. And let me switch back to this. What the heck? Okay, there we go. I'm sorry about this, that it's being a pain. So there's another one. So you shut off that spotlight. Remember, they have that law or whatever it is, agreement, ordinance, where you can't have any lights on for the stargazers. Man, that's a perfect opportunity for a criminal to come rob your house. You can't have any lights on? I'm sorry. I love the stars too. But damn, if you need to see them that bad, go travel a little bit. It'll make you feel better. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? So imagine this at night. Now I want to show you something. You see all these different camera angles, right? You got this one. Man, it's really hard to see. Look at all these bushes. It's really hard to see. Now check this out. Really hard to see. Look at all this. Look at all this foliage. If you didn't have that light, you couldn't even really see the door, could you? Now you got a clear shot here. Let's see. And then you got the spotlight on it. So huge difference, right? Now, let me show you this. So we're going to take you down to the street. Taking it to the street, taking it to the street. Okay. So look where we're at, right? Look at this. We're right out in front of Nancy's house. We're right out in front of Nancy's house. Wow, we can see a lot of windows, a lot of homes, a lot of houses, a whole bunch of stuff, huh? And look, we're right out in front of Nancy's house. Look at this. Oh, look, where's all the homes? It's all frickin' brush, man. You see what I'm saying? So you imagine this at night. And I apologize. I was working on those bush edits for this weekend and I lost track of time and like 30 minutes farther than what I was desiring had gone by. And I was like, oh, shoot. Now I meant to make some photos for this exactly at nighttime. But look, when I was telling you guys that these criminals have perfect insulation from everything that's going on around them, only if you're doing what you're doing from the back, right? Because you, even though you still have a little spot here, okay, you still have a little spot here, you still have a little spot here, you still have a little spot here that people can drive by and see what's going on. But in the backyard, give me a break. Not happening. Already showed you. I'll show you with drone photos. Not happening. Now you see out in front. Look. Can you even see a frickin' house? Can you even see a house? Okay. So let's go down right here. Okay. I can see a window right there. So let's zoom out. Let's turn around. So that window can see a bunch of bushes. But not that front door. There's no way I would live there alone. I would probably yeah, even darker with no light. I would probably have I would definitely have some I'd definitely have hella security, I'll tell you that. I'll tell you that cuz shit, I'm going to have night vision. I'm going to have cameras covering everything. You're out of your damn mind. If I'm going to live there alone. And look. It's prime real estate for the crime that took place, man. Prime. Shit, there's more of these houses that are prime real estate for this. They should probably upgrade their security packages. They should probably upgrade their security packages too. Let's just be clear. That is, I mean, it's beautiful. Don't get me wrong, but geez, you're just, all right. So you see this. This is Google guy. All right. And look, we'll come down here to the other side of the driveway. You want to see what you see? Look. Look what you see. It's hard to see anything. Imagine this at night, 2 a.m, where it's the darkest it is. The darkest it is, 2 a.m, and you're trying to see through all of this? And those are your 2 access points that you have a little bit of visual that you can see. Look, so you're coming here. All right, let's go down here. Man, yeah, where's the door? Oh, okay, maybe the front door is right there. I don't know. It's hard to tell. Go down one more. You got a little bit of view right here, right? Coming down here. Still, you got a little bit. But imagine pitch black at night. Now, here's your best view. Okay. Now, this is going to tie into the two places that this person was at. Now, the reason I'm saying still two, because I'm still working on that bush edit. That bush edit is going to show me exactly the direction and angle of the person sending the signals. And I also have to dig deeper into the background because I think there might be some car lights back there. Okay. I'm still working on it. Friday, I'll probably be doing the show on it, and I'll be showing you that footage that I'm working on. I've been working on that for the last couple days. I've been done working on this other stuff that I'm going to show you tonight. I'm already past on another. I'm on another project, but I have to say too, because I might come across it, and yes, there is a car with lights on behind this person, but I have to do more work on it. So but period, regardless, this person is literally right. If I could show you, so like you see right here, kind of like where this thing is at. That right there. But I honestly, as I'm going through this footage and what I've come up with so far, not that I'm not gonna, I'm anticipating I'm not gonna find the car lights. Those things have to be something that's added on because I can't look for it. I have to have it look for me, if that makes sense. If anybody does the editing, they understand what I'm saying. But this person was standing, if I could, right there. So you see how you have this bush right here? You have these trees right here. You got the front door right here. Okay, you got the front door right here, or right here. You got the front door. You got this tree. You got this bush. You see this walkway right here. Very important, okay? Mental picture for you guys. Snap it. You got this little walkway right here. They are standing right here. When the person goes up to the front door, flashes the signals, it's go time, get ready, rips the camera off, they come walking back out this way. And they walk around this way and they meet up with the other guy that he was going to meet up with, and then go right back around and head towards the back door. And I'll explain how the crime took place when we get to that part here in a few minutes. I'm going to show you some drone footage now. Right now, I'm giving you the exterior. I'm giving you the scenario. I'm giving you everything that is being broke down. And then I'm going to bring in the video edits that I've been waiting to show you for the last couple days. You are going to see all of this. And when I work on this bush edit video that I'm working on off of this Nest camera, and you'll see what I mean when I go into my other video edits, this right here is where that person is standing. So just keep that in mind. This right here, there's that trail. They get the camera. They walk out this way. They meet up with the other person. They walk around this side of the house. And then I'll continue what happens when we get to the part with the drones, okay? So let me get to those real quick. Give me 1 second. Thank you for being here. Please hit the like if you're enjoying the show. Subscribe if you're not. And share this out to your socials and have your friends come hang out. All right, let me get the drone video or the drone photos up here and we'll go through those. All right, so let's bring this over here. And then we'll save the video edits for last. And then we're going to have some really good video edits coming up for you on Friday. Also, if you want to check out the video edits that I broke down before what I broke down now, because that one's going to show you a lot. There is a video out for that already. I'll go ahead and show you guys that video before we get into the other stuff that I was working on Sunday when I was like, I found even more stuff than what I was showing you guys on the stream before. Yeah, we're going to be getting into that. All right, so we're going to start off with these drone photos. So we'll start off here. Let me go ahead. They are not entering anywhere around here, period. Not happening, okay? So we're going to zoom back. And I need some coffee. And telling the guy who gave foliage and really finally makes sense. Look into next camera, AI perception intelligence. Finally makes sense. It's I recognize just moving bushes. Well, you'll see. I don't do any AI stuff. That's interesting. But I always like if I would I don't know. I don't really use AI that much because then it just alters stuff. It's hard for me to trust AI, even if the AI was like remove a mask without changing anything. I don't know if I could even trust that, So I have a hard time trusting AI with that. I just basically have to go off of what I'm given, because you get comfortable. It is a shame. What's up, Jeremy? Thank you for hopping in. Thank you for the support and the kind words. When dude leans over and gets the weeds, he looks up. Oh, trust me, I'm gonna tell you this right now, and you guys. So he had his light on before he walked out of that doorway. The dude turned on his light for the other perp. The reason that he looked back the last time without the light on, because he was making sure that the dude was gonna come with that, like he was ready. I'll break it down for you. I showed you, so like right here, right? See this? I can't show you because the house is in the way, but they were standing right here. They walked around the right side of the house, right? Just like I told you. Walked around the right side of the house, came around this wall, and then came back around, and I'll continue to show you more as we get into the photos some more, okay? So again, person standing right there. Remember this tree. Remember this tree I showed you from the other angle, and then there's that bush behind it, and then there's the walkway that went in front of it. Remember that, because now you're seeing it from a different angle. This is where that person was standing, was right here, right by this tree, right next to it. After the person ripped the camera, they both walked around this side of the house, okay? Walked around that wall, and I'll go back to this photo in a second. Hold on. Okay, hold on. Okay. So you see they came around here, the front of the house, walked along this path. And then came along that wall right there, okay? So then, and you got to imagine pitch black. You saw the foliage. I showed you ground level. You can't see nothing. Pitch black, okay? Quiet as hell. So you can literally creep around here and it's no problem. Creep, 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 creep. You're walking here, you're walking here. You got all this foliage. Now, this is where this spot right here. So we're coming around this wall. This right here is the spot that I'm chilling at right here. You know why? Me and the buddy are chilling right here because we can see everything that's going on in this whole house from all the way to the right to all the way to the left. We can even see if there's garage activity. We can see the whole property from back here. So we're just chilling right here. Now, what if we're waiting, right? No forced entry. What if we are waiting for Nancy to maybe peek outside? There's a noise outside. What's going on? Or, like I said, I think she was asleep. I think she was asleep. And I think these people found a window, and this is where I believe they entered. But I believe they found a window. Found a window. Oh, hey, Jimmy, this one ain't locked. And then they went in there, scared the shit out of her, and then the crime went down, like I brought up in the beginning of the show when I put up the content disclaimer on the screen because I was going to get a little graphic and I had to. Oh, groundhogs are horrible. What's up, Stone? Good evening. Hopefully you're feeling better. Everything's going good. Use they recognize between human, animal, and foliage. I mean, that's cool. I just have a hard time using it. I'm not knocking it. Trust me. I'm not knocking it whatsoever. AI is awesome. For me, yeah, it's the AI system that is, oh, okay. I got you. I had a baby raccoon. If you wave foliage in front of it, it stopped alerting thing. I got you. I got you. I got you. Let me see here. I'm sure they walked it during the day. If not, you know, if not, but seriously, like, even if you zoom back, like you see this photo right here, you can literally look, you can literally park your car. Oh, you can't see it on this version. Hold on, I got to switch my layover. Okay, you can literally park your car right here. You see what I'm saying? You can park your car right here and make it look like it's broke down. That's not that far of a walk. Look. And then is your car in front of the scene of the crime? No, in front of the scene of the crime is up here. That's where it'd be a bad idea to park your car, even if it's right here. It would be a really bad idea. That's why I'm saying the person was standing here, might be parked there. I have to go through my footage to know for sure, but I'm banking on the car being right here. Right in this spot, park it. You're walking through here because if it's over here, you're not gonna if you are a random person, okay? You're a random person and you're just walking by and you're like, "Man, I've never seen that car before. I wonder why it's here." You're not going to think it has anything to do with this house. You would if it was here, but if it's over here, you're going to think it has something to do with all the stuff that's going on that side of the photo. Not here. This is, to me, where I believe if I'm not finding a car, which I'm 50-50 on right now, but right here, to me, is where the car would have been parked. You walk up through here, then you walk around, go into the property, come back around, hide over here until it's go time. Because then after that, you just hop the wall and you're already up into the back porch area, which who knows? It might have been, it's where I feel the window was probably unlocked. was in this area right here. And they were able to just slip in, be quiet, scare her as she's waking up. Let me see what else. Make sure I didn't miss anything before we get to the video edits, and I can't wait to show you those. I need to put timestamps. I need to start putting timestamps in my videos. If you guys can help me out, like it's really hard. Like I'm trying to it's so much work running a show, but if you guys could do me a favor, if there's something like a certain topic or a conversation that you're digging, type it in the comments with a timestamp, and then it'll actually put timestamps on stuff too. Or it could help me like, oh hey, yeah. I wish I could do it with StreamYard and hit like a thing for every time we change a subject, but trying to have my notes and then to add more notes on top and then all of this other stuff, it's just I feel like some things I might get lost or whatever. Thank you. I appreciate that. Unless she tried to escape through the front door. I don't think so. I mean, she might have been able to. But I think then somebody would have said, "Yeah, I did hear a scream at like 2 in the morning." Um somebody would have heard something. That's why I think that they kept her so scared that she was afraid to make a noise. Um but that's just me. We'll see what happens. Of the gems people that were staying next to Nancy, yeah, I saw those people earlier. Um yeah, you got to be careful cuz there's people are getting bored out there and they're starting to, how do I say this? People are getting bored out there because there's nothing to report, and therefore they are using other people's wild ass shit to continue to have conversations, so it's not just sitting there, you know what I mean? Yes, and had limited mobility too. Like I honestly feel like they scared the living hell out of her, and they it, it's so hard to like put it in a sentence or two. I just people just have to go to the beginning of the show. I pretty much broke it down, and I did get a little. Like I said, you'll see the graphic warning pop up before. All right, so let me make sure we got through the person where they were standing. Let's see here. Staged. Staged. Why did I write staged down? There was something else. Staged. Yeah, staged the car over off to the side in the back to make the attention go on other properties and not necessarily this one. And that's where they parked it. But I still have to dig into that bush video. I'm still working on the bush light source and then also a possible vehicle in the background. But that one, we'll see. That one's going to take me a little longer, but I might have that done at the same time. But that might be a Saturday show because there's going to be more work I have to do on that. That one's the hardest one out of all of them. Honestly, the bush one I thought was going to be the hardest, but trying to find out if there's a vehicle back there, that one is really, really going to be tough. What about the neighbor with the boxes? He had Colorado plates onto the vehicle, found a body in Colorado, same as the plate. I mean, who knows? I honestly, this is what I've kind of wondered, because I brought it up from the very beginning, and even people that are out there kind of laughed it off, and I was like, I wouldn't be surprised if the person that committed this is out there hanging with you guys, laughing it up, showing up on camera, trying to build up some kind of support system. Yeah, that guy's cool. He wouldn't do that. Right? So when you see somebody showing up on camera and they're like, rock out, man, you're like, that guy couldn't have done it. But in the background, he's going back and he's like, those freaking fools. I'm just saying. I said it from the beginning. Even a particular content creator, somebody brought it up in his channel, and he's like, "That don't happen in these kind of cases." And I'm like, "Dude, you obviously never been around shit then like you promote, because that's like numero uno, guaranteed that the dude probably came back just to not." I'm just saying, I wonder if one of these people, yeah, man, rock out on camera, hanging out every single day, right? Trying to see what new information's coming out, what people are talking about, what's going on, getting the heads up. Just saying, wouldn't be surprised. It's not the first time. Let me see here. CC Moore and IGG will be going into that on the next show tomorrow night with Rosie, 9:30 p.m. Central. Notification will be out tomorrow morning, so make sure you hit the noti bell, or just come back at 9:30 p.m. Central, and you get to hang out with me and Rosie tomorrow night as we discuss more of this stuff. Let me see. I got that. No searches. What happened to her? How they got in? All right, I went through that. The false hope family. At night. Yep, we got through everything. Alrighty, so we are gonna go to these video edits, and I'm excited to show you these now. The first one, 1 second, hold on. Weird. What? Oh, okay. No, I don't. No, I'm not doing. Let me see. You're doing. Sorry. Oh, with a hearing aid. You know what? She probably did need a hearing aid. I heard she wore hearing aids. I mean, isn't it kind of weird that the person was able to make that notification on the camera go off, and there was no call to 911? You see what I'm saying? It's like somebody freaking was able to get in and she couldn't hear him. I remember my grandma. I love you, Grandma. Before she passed away, I remember my grandma when I was a kid. Just memories of her going, "What'd you say, honey?" Turning her hearing aid up. "What'd you say, honey?" Love you, Grandma. And Grandpa. You too. Both in heaven. Love you guys. "What'd you say, honey?" I can remember her doing that. I mean, I could definitely see wearing a hearing aid. You can't hear. Not very good. People are able to come in. They allegedly were looking for a gray truck. I know, gray or white truck. The owner is Virgin. Colorado was rude. No one was accusing anyone. It was based off of checking the cams at where it said. Well, yeah, that. But I mean, the chat in that live stream is just, it's really toxic. And there's a lot of nasty stuff that gets said in there, and it doesn't get policed. It's pretty bad. So, I mean, there's so many conspiracies that can spawn just off of what is being typed in there, and then you mix that with the person on the microphone kind of playing into the crazy ass shit because there isn't anything going on. And so there's a lot of I don't know. It really is it really is a circus. It really is. Without her hearing an A, and then yeah, they could sneak in, fall on the ground even. Shit, Jimmy, I just slipped. She wouldn't hear it. Yeah, and they do. Most people do remove their hearing aids when they go to bed. No, I don't have any merch up and running right now. I think I have the only and I don't even consider it merch because it's a search hoodie. But the only brand new clothing that I have that never worn and still has a tag on it is one neon yellow search crew hoodie. and I don't even consider that merch because that's not something that I sell. That is something that I gave away to people that would help me on my searches. So if anybody, was out there to help me on a search, I gave them a search hoodie. Number one, to make sure they were safe. Number two, to make sure it was nice and customized for them because I wanted them to feel special too. And so, and it meant a lot to me that people wanted to come help me search because I'm only one person and I can only do so much. And when people are willing to do the same thing and lay down what they have going on to help. I think that each person, I don't mind spending money out of my pocket to make sure that somebody feels important, even if I don't have much. Just like the angel hoodies, those were like crazy expensive. Be honest, but it was worth it for the angels. But yeah, it when it comes to the merch, unfortunately, I have a black hot dog steak T-shirt and a pink hot dog steak T-shirt left, and that's it. That's all I have. Is a black and pink hot dog steak T-shirt. I think they're just. I think one's extra large and one's large or medium. Maybe the pink is medium, and yeah, I'd have to look for sure. Other than that, I do not have any way of producing that merch for uh, I don't know. So maybe in the future here, like I said, after rescuing Baby Angel, I took a huge hit, and there was some things that there's a lot, even personal things I had to kind of part with, just to make sure that she's healthy and she's beautiful, and you know, I don't know what I would do without her. So, but all right. So let's go ahead and get into these videos here now. Let me see. Is there any updates? Let me check first. I don't think so. Nope, they're not live anymore. 50. Okay, thank you. So he's done. Let me play this real quick while I get my videos ready to go. This is Harvey Levin saying TMZ will no longer publicly say if they receive alleged Guthrie ransom notes. Yes, because they're fake. They've continued to be fake. No, I apologize. I wasn't with the way that I have the setup now. And I'm sorry for answering it so late, and I'm sorry that I missed the comments too. With the way that I have the setup now, I have to figure out a different way when it comes to Discord because it doesn't notify me anymore, and um, my tablet quit working, and so I don't have a direct feed on it because of how I have to have it set up for the show. So I'm still I'm trying to like figure out how I can do that. So I do apologize and thank you. I appreciate that. Yeah, so I apologize. If you are considering merch, then just email me. You know what I'm saying? And then I can see who is interested in what, and I might be able to it's not like I can like mass produce something anymore, but I might be able to you know, do something custom. You know what I'm saying? So just let me know. I might be able to do something custom. I just can't do something that's like, hey, guess what? We got these T-shirts now. And you can pick. Oh, I want an extra. Oh, I want to. I don't have that anymore. But who knows? Maybe in the future. All right. Let's see here. So I'm going to play this for you. This is Harvey Levin talking about this real quick. And thank God, because this has just become a stupid game that this person has been playing this whole time. So we'll share the screen. I will get my video edits prepared. And then at the 2 hour and 30-minute mark of the show, we will be going into those. Thank you for being here. Appreciate you very much. Here is this. So, oh, crap. Come on.
Almost every night, Harvey. I know you well enough. I've known you for a long time. I'm sure we're a lot alike. Do you find yourself waking up in the night, turning on the TV, expecting, hoping, we get the break in the case. Nancy Guthrie has been found. She will soon be reunited with her family. And I just can never give up hope. It's not in my DNA.
Yeah, for sure. We hope that. And we're cooperating with the FBI with some of the information we've received. But I will tell you, I talked to somebody who was right in the middle of this today, who said, we are gumshoe detectives at this point. We are just looking everywhere at every possible lead, but they don't have anything that they can pinpoint. They just don't have it yet, but it is not for lack of trying.
When we go back to the 4 letters that you received at TMZ, and we got new details every time, but they all have the same Bitcoin address. Do you have any updates on those letters and your guarantee to the person writing them that you would pass on the information to the FBI and guarantee that they get the reward money, now up to $200,000?
Couple of things. It's not just the letters that we received from the person demanding money in return for information. It's also the ransom note we got. I will tell you, the FBI is very interested in both the ransom letter and these demand letters. In particular today, I mean, there was a lot of communication between us and the FBI. So they are really interested in this. That does not mean they've cracked it, because frankly, I don't think they have, but they are certainly trying. As for the person who wrote the note, Sean, we decided that we're not going to say if he sent us any more letters, because if we say we got a letter today and tomorrow you ask me and I say we got a letter tomorrow, and then the next day we say we're not going to talk about it, it tips off the kidnapper. We're essentially saying, well, that's the day he gave us the information. We're just not going to say anything. He can, if he wishes, give us the information. And as we promised, we will pass it on to the FBI. Then there's a record that he supplied that information.
Let's talk about the names that they
Thank
brought
God.
to the gun ranges in the area.
So here's what we know. There were reports that there were around 40. I talked to a gun store owner today who said he felt it was more like 30 names that he was shown last week by an FBI agent. She showed him these names, wanted to find out if anybody had purchased a gun. One of these people had purchased a gun in the last year. What we found out from law enforcement sources is those names came from a list they compiled of people who purchased that polyester holster that this man was wearing. And so they went to
thank you,
Walmart
Dolores.
and possibly other stores. And what they did was they compiled the list of people, and now they're trying to find out, did anybody also buy a semi-automatic handgun?
Thank you,
Because that would
Dolores.
be a hot lead for them. If
Thank
they
you for the
can find
contribution.
somebody who bought both the holster and a similar weapon. The person we spoke to, the gun store owner we spoke to, said he didn't see any matches, but they have been to other stores as well.
You know, as a gun owner, somebody who's had a pistol carry permit his entire adult life, I don't know a single gun owner that would use that type of holster. Let me ask you about the
I don't.
FBI
I use a
and
different one.
Their database, the single sample from the house, the sample from the glove were not the same person. Other DNA found in the home was from multiple people, will need to be separated before it can be tested. No match in the FBI's DNA database. And now they're going to use this genetic genealogy that caught other killers in the past. I want to go through that because you know a lot about it.
Well, let's start with the testing of the glove. First of all, we found out it's not the glove that the New York Post photographer took a picture of. It's a different glove that they took for testing.
See, that's with this false hope and these clickbait bullshit. And I gotta say thank you so much, Leslie D, for the $5. Hold on. For the $5 Venmo, thank you so much. I saw that coming through. Even though I got the scanner up, nothing's going on the scanner. Nothing is going on live on the scene. Thank you, Leslie D, for the $5 Venmo. The Venmo and the Cash App is the best way to get rid of the YouTube tax, but I appreciate every little bit. It does count, and it does go a long way, and it hopefully can get me one day back. One day back there, we'll be out there. When done with your live, you can scroll down and AI summarizes the whole show. It includes timestamp. Oh, nice. Huh. When you're done with your live, you can scroll down and AI. I'll have to figure out how to do that. Thank you. Oh, that's what you were talking about, wasn't it? The transcript thing. Yeah, because I would. I mean, I would. It'd be nice if I could put timestamps for different stuff. You know what I mean? And then, but shit, I can barely keep up with the work that I'm doing already. Shit, I let that. I'm sitting there working on that bush edit, and I look up and I'm like, crap! I have how many minutes until I got to do a show, and I still haven't even got ready for it. Yeah, Arizona, yeah. It's wild, man.
I know you've been talking about this, whether
All
there
right,
was some kind of
let me get my
squabble
videos
between
ready here.
the FBI and the sheriff. Here's what I found interesting. The sheriff today said that we sent the glove to Florida and it went into the CODIS system and there was no match. What we found out is that the FBI cannot put that DNA in the CODIS system without testing it in an FBI-approved lab in the state in which the item was found, namely Arizona. So we found out that the FBI did its own testing at a lab in Arizona, and that's what went into the CODIS system. And the person I spoke to could not understand why it would also go to Florida,
right?
Because it can only go in the CODIS system,
right?
If it emanated from a lab in
right.
Arizona.
Right.
That said, it's not a match. So this.
It wasn't gonna. All right. We don't need to listen to that anymore. Okay. All right. So we're going to switch to my video edits here. Now, Nest Cam Edit 6. And let me go ahead and I'm going to get rid of the, I won't get rid of the comments unless I need to, but I am going to get rid of the little chat box. All right. Before we start getting into it. Okay. All right. So the last, when I did my show last, it was Edit 6. Now I've done work on some other edits. What I try and do is I do a little bit of work on one, and so I'm not like totally over. What's the best word for it? I'm not totally. I want to be able to save progress. I'm not trying to go from completely nothing to all of a sudden it's the final. I do my edits, and when I'm focusing on a particular edit that I find is very or the most useful, that's when I fine tune it even more, just like what I brought up in the show before. All right, so here, let me I need to look up a YouTube video on how to do that because I couldn't find out how to do it. Let's see how. Let me see here. Okay. All right. So I'm going to start off with number 6. That's the last one that I went through on a live stream with you guys. And then these are the 7 I did at the same time as I did 6, but I might go back to 7. Once I did 6 and then we started digging into it, and then that's when I started showing you guys. Now I got edit 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, and then I kind of did a little bit more of some extra stuff on these last couple ones, but these are the ones that I was really, especially this one right here. Nest Cam Edit 10. That one you're really going to pay attention to, okay? All right, so this is the one that we went through on the last show, and I'll kind of break it down and show you what I'm talking about. Okay, why is my here, let's Let's put me over here instead. Okay. That way you can see it more. All right, so let me go to let me open up another page here. And I want to show you guys what... Okay, edit 6. All right, so we're going to go here. We're going to blow this up. All right, I need to switch it to 0.25. Can I go lower than that? Nope. All right. I hate having to use YouTube because StreamYard will not let me screen share the frickin' original file for some reason. I don't understand why, so it doesn't make sense. But as we progress. All right, so this is the video that I was going through. We had Rosie on the show. It was a video that I kind of talked about for a couple days on my lives, and I kind of showed it. Now, after we did the show after this one, that's when I started to notice even more, okay? So if we watch the original Nest Cam video, we just think that this person just did a couple quick flashes, 2 flashes and a really quick flash, and that was it, while they were picking up some flowers. Now, people have said, and listen, I understand. Yes, it's Arizona. You do have to watch out for snakes. But this person wasn't worried about a damn snake, and I can prove it to you with this footage, okay? Not with this footage, just the regular freaking footage. This person, before they even, quote, flashed the light to look for snakes, they already had the handful of flowers in their hand. So if they were looking for snakes in that moment, they would have looked and then reached, not reach and then look. It's completely backwards, and you might be able to see it here. Reach, click. See, they already have flowers in their hands before they're starting to click the light. So I understand that's what people will do in that area because, hello, there's snakes there. But when you're looking at this, no, ain't nobody gonna reach for the pan and then go, I wonder if the pan's hot. No, you're gonna wonder first and then go to reach. Why would you look in the first place? Because you're looking to see if something's there before you put your hand there. Not put your hand there and then go, oh, I need to look to see if there's something there before I put my hand there, but I already put my hand there. So why would I? See what I'm saying? That's why that does, maybe, that's no, but in this situation, no, this is a freaking signal, dude. This is a signal, because what I noticed, and I'm going to use this is the old video, and then we're going to get into the newer stuff. What I noticed is this person, where's it at? This person has their light on. So as they get right here, they click it on. So before, I didn't think they turned it on until they were standing in front of the plants. No, they turned this on right at this moment. Walked out there with the light on in their mouth the whole time. So right here, they turn it on, and I'm going to be able to show you that a little bit better as we get to these other videos, because as I started working on these other edits this weekend on Sunday, I think it was Sunday I started working on them. Yeah, Sunday morning, I was like, oh my God, I can't believe this is so, yeah. I can't wait to show people, and I'm like, fuck, I got to take a break. I got to wait. We're showing it tonight. Just wait for Friday night and those video edits. I'm working on those. I've been working on those for a couple days. These have been done for a few days. I'm working on the new ones. I still got a couple more days. Friday night, 9:30 p.m. Central. Come back tomorrow night, 9:30 p.m. Central, and we're going to be talking the latest updates with Rosie. All right, so they turn the light on, and you can see the light source is even more obvious in these new edits beyond this. They turn it on. They have it on as they're walking out. Light is on, ladies and gentlemen. Light is on. Light is on. Now, guess where that guy's standing? Right where I told you. Now, has the light on. Now I'm going to grab down here. I already have the light on. So as we can see, focus in this area right here. As you can see, as they turn their head, here's their head right here. If you're having a hard time seeing it, there's their head. As they turn their head, that light is on already, which proves, just like off of this wall here, the wall shows you the light turned on as they walked out. The light was on the whole time, and you see that light not turning on, but you see it become visible as their head is turning. That's why this bush edit video that I'm working on is going to show that light source is a continuous light source that then reflects off the branches of the bush or cactus tree or whatever, and they're looking down because that bush is going to show you proof, 150% proof that light was on the whole time. Now I have all these other things showing you the light was on. That bush right there, a light source does not come on that bush unless there's that light turning right on it. So you can see as I'm turning my head, look, it's not flashing on. It's gradually coming into focus because as they turn their head, the light is becoming available. See, it doesn't turn on, it's on. And then it shuts off, turns on. You see the difference? Shuts on, turns off. Watch, it becomes visible as the head is turning. It's visible. It gets brighter, brighter, real slow. Look at this. Bright, dim, bright, dim. Now I turn the light back on. See, I have the light on. Now I shut it off. Now it's go time. I'm looking back. See this back here? You see all that shrubbery back here? Pay attention to all that shrubbery back there. Because look, you couldn't see it at night, could you? But you can see it on this. Hold on. There's even better edits coming. Oh, I can't wait. I'm so glad we're doing this tonight because I wanted to do it 2 nights ago. And I can't wait to do the bush one. You see right here? You see that thing that keeps moving around a little bit? Now I have to work on some more edits because I'm trying to see if there's like some kind of vehicle with lights. I have to change different things on the edit, okay? Here, let me scoot me over a little bit more. Let me put me down here. Because then you can see up there. You can see up there a little better. All right. All right. So pay attention to this spot right here. Oh, wait, you don't see my mouse. This right here. Pay attention to this spot. Right there as we play this. Now you can see what's going on with him. This is not the stuff that I worked on after the stuff we did on the show. As I'm going through the stuff that I worked on after, now I can see this stuff a lot better. Okay. So this is Nest Cam Edit 6. Again, maybe at one point we'll get these. They're all unlisted, but I can share the link if needed. I think I even have the links in one of them, but just focus on that spot right there, okay? That's where the person's standing, in my opinion. Leans over. Now watch. Now watch where this person looks, right? See where he's looking? Where's he looking? He's looking in the spot that I showed you. Now watch when he looks back again. Clicked it off. Watch where he looks back again. Look at the freaking angle of his face and where it's looking. Right there. Hello? Now, I'm going to go in. Yep. All right. I'm good. You saw me. I'm going in. I'm going to get the camera. and then we're going around. Watch this one more time, and we'll get into the new ones. Because now that I'm showing you this, now when I play the new ones, you can. Even the direction he looks in is proof. Play it in full. Okay, yeah, hold on. Let me here, let me do that real quick. Let me get rid of my face. Let me get rid of all this. Hold on. Hold on 1 second. Hold on 1 second. I gotta get rid of. Let's see. Let's let me see. Let me just get rid of. Let's get rid of this. Let's get rid of this. Hold on 1 second. And I'll get rid of me, and I'll blow it up even bigger. Just one moment. And I'm gonna shut the comments off too. Okay. Just give me 1 second. I have to make a new screen thing. Hold on. It'll just take a second. Okay. Let's see. Get rid of. I thought I had one of these already set, but I guess not. Get rid of that. Get rid of that. Let me see. Get rid of that. Get rid of that. And there's a couple other things. I think it's this one. Yeah. Get rid of that. All right. Almost here. All right. Let me download this, and we'll put that on display, and then we'll go ahead. I'll play it a couple times for you. Okay. I'll play it a couple times for you, and then we will get into the new ones here. 1 second. Oops. I apologize. I messed that up. Thank you for your patience. I apologize. I thought I had one of these already made, but apparently I didn't. Okay, get rid of that. Okay, get rid of that. Okay, there we go. Okay. All right, let's. All right, here we go. Now let me get rid of this. Let's blow this up full. Why is it not switched? There we go. All right. So now let me turn off the comments. Thank you, Summer. I wish that would have been somebody in Achilles suit. I'm digging more into it, trust me. Each edit is really like it's opening even more and even more. Play it 3 times in a row now. Okay. And he looks back at that area. He totally does. All right. So let me go ahead and we'll drop the comments here. We'll get rid of my face. Or you know what? Here, I'll just go down here because I won't be covering up any of the camera stuff. I'm just hanging down here. Really, the stuff you'll focus on is basically, anything from this wall right here all the way around, and pretty much all of this right here. All right, so I will go ahead and replay this here for you. Here, we'll go ahead and do that for now. All right, so I'll play it. I'll let it play a couple times now. This is the whole video. I'm just focusing on this specific part, and that's all I've been focused on now. There's other parts that I'm going to be diving into. It's just when I came across this edit and I discovered the one of the first initial ones, and then that led me to this edit, and then it led me to these other edits that we're going to be showing you. I've been having to focus on this one because I've been seeing it from the very beginning. Not to the extent that it is, because I didn't know that it was even to this. Like, I didn't know that the dude had his light on as soon as before he even stepped 1 foot outside that little half circle here, he done turned his light on. And I didn't even know that. Like, so you'll see what I'm saying, though. You got person standing back over here. This guy already has his light on. We showed you that already. This is already on because also you can see it getting brighter, brighter, brighter. And then when it flashes, it's a bright flash on off. It's not a gradual. That's how you know when he turned his head, it was still on. Proof. Then he's got it on here, still on. Shuts it off. Already looked back there once, looked back there again. And now he knows, okay, he saw me. I'm going in. All right, let me play it one more time. Do me a favor. Please hit the like, subscribe if you're not. Share this out, please, because YouTube doesn't want to promote us just because I've been gone for 6 months and it's mad at me and it just doesn't want to put this shit in the algorithm. So 2 hours and 30-minute mark of the stream. If you want to have anybody just focus on this, I talked about a whole bunch of stuff, how they got in, what happened when they left, where Nancy is, what happened to Nancy, how they gained access to the property, no forced entry, and then all the hoopla that's been going on recently. I gave you some of my own passionate thoughts when it comes to no searches still. Still working on this stuff. Now, I do got that Bush edit coming Friday, 9:30 p.m. Central. But definitely help us out. Help us get into the algorithm. Share it out on your socials, Facebook, TikTok. Share the channel. Tell your friends to come hang out. Maybe that's why I love like reading your comments, because hell, like earlier in the show I read your comments and we just have a great conversation about a whole bunch of different things, and that's what I love about it. So if if you and your friend talk about this case or talk about true crime, have them come join along, because definitely have great conversations. All right, so that's that one right there. All right, so we're going to switch to, let me see, let me go to my edits here. All right, so we are going to switch to edit, and let me bring me back up in. Let's see, this is bring me back up into focus there. So I'm going to switch to, so that was edit 6. Now I'm going to go to edit 9. So I'm going to go through all of these in order, okay? Now, I'm going to play each one of them a couple times because we saw the same thing. I'm going to announce what it is, and also, as you can see, when I do this and I hover over it, you see how it shows the title of it right here. So whenever if you want to leave a comment, if you want to say, hey, and edit such and such at this particular timestamp of the live stream, this is what this is what I saw. This is, you see what I'm saying? So like you can literally refer to the timestamp and the specific edit. So then if you do leave a comment, I can screenshot your comment and then go to that particular, instead of having to go to the timestamp, I can literally just go to that particular edit, and I already know what you're talking about. And instead of me using my own live stream, I can actually just pull up the raw file and get the actual high definition clarity instead of what you have to see with YouTube. That's why I wish with StreamYard I could share the original HD file, and you lose a little bit of clarity doing it to YouTube. But until StreamYard fixes it, it is what it is. All right. So that's edit number 6. So the next edit we're going to go to is edit number 8. Okay. So this is edit number 8. All right. So this is a little, each one of these, like I said, I was working on it for a little bit and then I saved it and then started working on that one, kept it as a saved file, and then started working on that one even more. And like I said, whenever I work on these videos, I'm always saving steps. I'm not doing from the very beginning to the end and it's one file. Literally, it's like slices. All right, so here's this one, edit number 8. And I'll go ahead and hop down from here while you watch this a few times, and then you can still hear me, but I'll hop back on up after this. All right, so we'll go ahead and go to, let's see, we'll go to the 17-second mark. It says HD on here, but you don't get the clarity as like you do the raw file. I can already tell. All right, so, oh shoot, this is going normal. Hold on. It's supposed to go 0.25. All right, we're going to go back to 17 seconds. Edit number 8. Now you can see I kind of tried to darken it a little bit more, but blend in a lot more of the red because I'm trying to pull this image out right here a little bit better. There's literally somebody standing there in the frickin' trees, dude. Right there. Literally standing in the frickin' trees. Frickin' nuts, man. The flowers. Okay, so let me play that one again. This is edit number 8. We'll go to 17. The reason that the person got the flowers, okay? This is why I said that they were less than rookies. Because they showed up the way that they did without even like camouflaging themselves, or hell, just walking backwards to the camera would have been better than you walking forwards. The reason they picked up the flowers is because they needed both hands to rip off the camera. The only way, like, you could literally rip off the camera without your face being on the camera. That's how stupid these guys were. But they grabbed the flowers because he needed the flowers to hold between his hand and the camera so it could camouflage the lens while he used both hands to rip the camera off the door frame. He couldn't hold one hand with the flowers or one hand up and rip the camera off with one hand. He knew that he was going to have to use two hands. And so therefore that's why he had to get the flowers, because he could have really picked a piece of clothing. He could have picked anything, but he needed to use something. And the reason I think that he grabbed the flowers is also because he was going out there to signal his companion. So when he went, so you have to look at it like this. So, okay, let me do like a play along here. Okay. Let me do a play along here. Let me bring me back up on stage here. All right. So I'm going to give you a scenario with what went down, and this is my opinion. All right. I'm walking up to the door. I'm an idiot. I don't notice the camera because I'm too busy looking down to make sure I don't fall and trip, right? And then they cut that part out. Now I'm walking up to the door. Oh, shoot, there's a camera. Okay. Oh, shoot, there's a camera. Crap. Okay, there's shoot, I'm gonna have to rip it off. It's gonna take both hands. I'm gonna need something to block the camera. What am I gonna block the camera with? What am I gonna shoot. Sorry, it's going a little slower. I was expecting it to be normal speed when I do my little scenario. So sorry. Come on, Billy. All right, he's oh shoot, what am I gonna do? He's trying to think. Crap, I didn't think about this part. I'm such a rookie. I didn't think. All right, is there something on the ground over here that I could put in front of the camera? See what I'm saying? Watch. This is where the flowers come in. Is there something on the ground in here I can put on the camera? No, there's not. All right. Well, let me go message Jimmy. Let me go give him a signal. Hey, Jimmy. Hey, Jimmy, here's my signal. I turned on my light already, right? Because before I walk out, watch, you can see. Watch this freaking wall. This is how you know the light's on, right? He turns it on right there. I'm walking out. I'm letting Jimmy know, Jimmy, nothing's happening. Nothing's happening. Nobody said, hello, who's at my door? Nobody said nothing, right? Nothing's happening. She's sleeping. All right. So as I'm walking out here, I let Jimmy know, hey, Jimmy, we're going to go. And then I notice some flowers because remember, over here, I'm trying to find something that's on the ground and I couldn't find anything. But I need to go. I'm going to flash Jimmy. Hey, little mouth flashlight that leaves saliva DNA all over that. And then I touch it with my gloves. So I let Jimmy know. I got my light on, Jimmy. All right. Well, here, let me just look down. Okay, I'll just have to use these flowers then. That's how they picked the flowers. It was literally by chance because I guarantee you, if he would have found a sock laying over here, he would have used a sock. The only reason that this person picked up some flowers is because they went out to signal Jimmy, make sure Jimmy was still standing there. That's why they looked back a couple times. They wanted him, okay, Jimmy's standing there, right? I'm not trying to go in and do this alone. Well, there's some flowers here. I might as well just pick these up and use them. That's why the flowers were chosen. All right, so that was video edit 8, and we'll let that one play through. We'll go to the next one. We got, how many more edits am I going to show you? I think I got 14 or 15 that I'm going to show you. I'm not going to go through all of them. Let me see here. I just picked a few out of the bunch because some of them do look a little similar, and I'm not using those tonight. All right. All right, let me get the next one. So this will be number 9 coming up. And we'll get into, there's a few Brian Enton episodes. We'll probably get into one of those tomorrow night. If you do me a favor, come on back tomorrow night. We're doing our show 9:30 p.m. Central. Come on back tomorrow night after you watch these video edits, or if you're on replay, come on back and let me know what you think about, hey, CJ, what about this edit? This edit. Remember, let me know what number of edit you're referring to, not necessarily the timestamp. Because then I can pull up the raw file and go, okay, is this what they're... All right, so let me go to my edits. We're going to go to, what are we on right now? 8? We're on 8. Yeah, I'm going to play them all because really it's just quick. It'll only take maybe another 10 minutes to play 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. I'll just We'll repeat them a couple times like we have been. And I'll be able to get them all in. All right. All right. So let me pause this one. This will be, and let me go to right here. So this will be edit number 9. Love potion number 9. Edit number 9. 0.25 speed. Here you go. Click, clack, I was turning on my flashlight to message Jimmy I'm coming. We're gonna go inside. He better not leave me alone. We're gonna be going into, I mean, if you guys want to, just let me know in the comments on the replay, or let me know if you guys want to listen. If you guys want me and Rosie to go into this tomorrow night, you want Rosie's opinion on the videos and what she thinks, let me know. We can, well, we're going to be doing whatever, because unless there's a huge update, I just anticipate it being more pizza parties, and there's other stuff we can work on. All right, so this is, again, edit number 9. We'll be getting into the, me and Rosie, we've been working on an episode where we're exposing and digging into all the botched investigation from day one and exposing all of the BS that came along with it. And I'm still going to be pushing for Sheriff Nanos to resign. I put out a video, F around and find Nancy. Check it out in the video tab section. Sheriff Nanos needs to resign. And I laid it all out in that video. Check it out. See that light source? That's another thing I want to show you. See when, this is how you know, and let me bring me back up onto stage, because this is very important when it comes to all these edits. This is how you know that the person turns the light on as they're walking out the door, right? I want you to pay attention to 2 parts. 2 parts. All right? Right there. See, can you see in my thumbnail? You see the difference? You see as I'm scrolling, you see the difference, right? On my little scrolling thing. That's when he turns the light on. Right there. He turns the light on. You know how you see that, right? Now look at this. I'm looking over here. Look at this wall again. Now watch when he turns his head and you see the light source. Watch that wall. It matches the same as he's walking out, and that's how you know the light source is activated. Watch. That's when I said, holy shit, he turned this light on before he even stepped foot out that half circle. Watch. Bam! Right there. So when you see that, and you come back to here, bam! You know the light's on, because right before that, look at how dark it is. Bam. Proof. That's what I saw on Sunday, and I was like, oh my God, and I was trying so hard to keep it a secret. Trying so hard to keep it a secret. So this is, again, edit 9. I'll play it one more time. Oh, I can't wait to show you the bushes in the second perp. You know what? I'm cracking this thing, baby. I'm cracking it. I really feel like I should probably switch my name back to EvilleCJ Media and Investigations, because I don't think we're going to be doing any UFO shows, and this is all I do anyway, is investigate and break shit down. So maybe I need to switch it back to the name I Used to be EvilleCJ Media and Investigations. Because I love doing this shit, man. I really do. It's helped bringing the truth to the family, like, hey, if you don't want to have people digging into this, we will. Because ain't nobody really talking about it. Mainstream media has just started latching on to the whole theory or idea. We've been talking about this for a week and a half ever since I've started doing these edits, and I was like, holy crap. Because like I got the Nest Cam, and I'm like, okay, I just want to blow it up and see what it, I just want to see if I see something. And then and then and then as I started to do my edits, I was like, holy crap, this is way deep. And as you see what I'm saying? As I go through my different edits on these different lives, you can see each edit, all of a sudden there's more exposed, and then there's more exposed, and then there's more. It's great. All right, we're gonna switch to edit 10 next. Give me 1 second. I'm just glad that I finally get to show you guys, because I've been wanting to show you, like I said, for days. All right, this is edit number 10, okay? Edit number 10, right here. All right, I'll let this one play through. Well, we can look. Thank you for that comment, Jamaican Apple. Thank you for that comment. Do me a favor when the show's done, because it's kind of hard. Do me a favor. After the show's done, leave that in a comment. You never know what somebody else might be able to add on top of that. So, as much as you're being in the live stream, do me a favor after the show's done. Be like, hey, and edit this. I saw this. Write it down on a piece of paper right now. And then when the show's done, drop it in a comment. That way other people see. Other people see what you're thinking about. And who knows? You never know. You guys could literally, by the time we do our show tomorrow night, I'll be like, come on, Rosie, let's go to the comment section of my video from last night. And we can see, hey, I saw this. Hey, I saw this. Hey, I saw this. You know what I'm saying? Thank you. That is a very good, that's something I'll definitely dig into, as I step through. Like right now, this is what I worked on a couple days ago. This one isn't so great, but I did it for a specific purpose, because I'm trying to see behind what we're seeing in the front. So right now, I was trying to pull up stuff in the very back. So I'm in this edit, I'm not worried so much about this person as much as I'm trying to see in the very back. So this is edit 10. And as I'm working on different things, that's what I'm like, okay, now let me try and work on this a little more, and then I'll save it as an edit. And then all right, let me try and work on this part a little more, and then I'll save that as an edit. So that way, like I said, they're like slices. For each edit, it takes away, reveals. It's all, it interchanges, so then you can put it all together, and then you can see the whole complete picture. And then when you go back to the original version, then you can be like, damn, this is happening. And you'll see how much we've exposed and uncovered when it comes to this multiple perp. The secret signals. Not only where the other perp, to me, in my opinion, now, like I said, I still have to work on the other videos I've been working on the last couple days you guys haven't seen yet. Those should be done Friday. Almost positive they'll be done Friday. Those are the ones that I'm trying to focus on the light source on the bush, just like this one right here. I'm trying to see a light source that you can see right here. I kind of got the bush to show up a little bit more, and then I have to do some zooms in it to then really focus on, just like this wall, focus on that particular light source. But see right here, you see how I can see back here a lot clearer than the other edits that I was working on. Okay, so edit 10, This one shows not only the bush a little better, it will show a different change in light source because it's very minute, will always show a difference. And then also, it's almost like looking at this uh, like uh, like in the wintertime, right? You got that glow from the moon, and it kind of lightens up the darkness of the area, so it brings more contrast to what's behind us. So let me rewind that, and I'll play this a couple more times again. Let me see your comments here. Placement gun. I'm just the gun holster. No, not really. What's up, Brady? Let's see. He was testing the camera and how it was set up, if outside alarm or if he could hear any indoor. Yeah, exactly, Babs. It was testing it, testing to see if she woke up, testing to see who's at my door, testing if 911 was called. That's why I said after they went from here to the back, they chilled back for a little bit to see if anybody got called, to see if, you know what I'm saying? Okay, now that we did this, let's chill for a little bit. Let's see if there's anything that, okay, after a little bit goes by. All right, let's go to the next step. All right, again, this is edit 10. Please share this out. Let people know. I don't see anybody working on this. I don't see anybody digging into it. I don't see anybody talking about it, honestly. If they talk about an alternate or second perp theory, they're just going off of mainstream media videos. Nobody is even like I said, I don't expect, because we were gone for 6 months. YouTube doesn't like that, and they've been punishing me since I came back recently, and they've just been not even putting anything out in the algorithm. So it would really help if you could get us back out there. It really would mean a lot. And it might, with other people digging into this, then maybe they might be able to find some stuff that we haven't seen yet. Who knows? And nobody can, they don't even have to play my voice or me talking. There's no audio to the video. You could literally just mute me and watch it and dig into it yourself. You know what I'm saying? Just do me a favor, share it. Just tag my channel in the description. That's all I care about. It's trying to find answers, trying to find help for Nancy's family. And if we can sit here and expose different parts of this that aren't being exposed from a botched investigation, well, let's do it. Let's do it together. Let's work on it together. I don't even, let's have a panel show and let's have people on and let's talk. Well, what'd you see? Let's pull up the video. What do let's talk about this one. Come on. Let's find answers. Let's find Nancy. Let's find Nancy. All right. All right. So now I'm going to switch to edit. Like I said, we can go through the whole videos sometime too. This is a whole Nest Cam video. I'm just focusing on certain parts. Now, this is edit number 11, okay? There's different things and why I did different edits. And like I said from the beginning, take it away, revealing all these different things. So this is edit 11, and we'll play this a couple times for you. Let's go to the 15-minute mark. And we'll go full screen there. Again, edit number 11. The temperature signal setting on the next could be. Hey, what's up, Emmy Joe? How are you? Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. How are you, Emmy? Oh my God. Hopefully you're doing okay. We got to have Emmy on panel sometime. Speaking of panel, hopefully you're doing good. He looks like over to the area to. I'm telling you, like, I'll give you guys the scenario again before I end the show. All right. I was so excited to be able to finally do my show tonight. And I didn't think I was going to be able to because YouTube was bugging out and StreamYard was bugging out, and I'm still. We're just streaming to YouTube and Facebook. That's it. X is down, like all of the normal spots that I stream at are down, except for YouTube. But I didn't even think I was going to be able to do the show tonight. And right before we went live, everything went back up, and I didn't even have access to my videos to show you guys here because I had to upload them to YouTube because StreamYard won't let me share the raw data file or raw data video. And so I was like, well, shit, I can't even do a show. But it started working, and then I just hurried up and hit live. And so thank God we were able to be here. Thank you for coming to the show tonight and hanging out, because honestly, I was like, well, I got to do the show. And I honestly thought that it was just going to be nothing but technical problems. And it was a really good show. Like, first hour and a half, we had a really good conversation about everything. And then we started to go into some of the updates. And then if anybody's just joining, if you want to hear the conversation right from the intro, we had a great conversation, comments, kind of mixed thoughts and things. And then we started digging into the footage stuff at the 2-hour and 30 minute of the live stream. I'll play edit 11 one more time, and then I'll play. We got 3 more after this to show you. Thank you, Babs. I appreciate the support. I'm doing good. We took a 6-month break, but we're back and we're coming out swinging. It's just YouTube's mad at us. Yeah, YouTube's mad at us. We were gone for 6 months and we weren't making them any ad revenue. So when we came back, they're like, "No algorithm for you." And I was like, "Okay." I mean, I'll start from the ground up again, even though I have 17,000 fucking subs. I'll start from the ground up again. Sure, YouTube. But oh well. Oh well. I appreciate you all being here because hell, it somehow popped up in your algorithm. So it kind of worked. All right. So let me see here. Now, edit 12. All right. Edit 12 is what we're going to be checking out next. And maybe for a certain part of the show with Rosie tomorrow night, maybe we'll just go through each edit real quick for her, and she can tell us what she sees, and then we can go from there too. Great combo. All right. Edit number 12, we're going to be switching to. We got 13 and 14 after this. So let's pull this up. Let me make sure I'm at 0.25. We're at 0.25. We're going to hit the 15-second mark. And all right, we'll play this one a couple times so you guys can see this one. Then we got 2 more. And then after that, I will give you the whole scenario that has been exposed and uncovered with these edits as of these videos. Because I'm watching these and I want to work on these again some more. And I'm busy on the Bush video right now, and I want to get that done, and that's going to take me a couple more days. So it's like, dang it. Now I got to wait to work on this stuff more until I'm done with the... I wish there was multiples of me, damn it, and then we could all work on one thing. Be great. You see how it adds? Each one is like a slice, and it'll give you different clarity. Then you put it all together. Let me see here. I'm glad to hear I couldn't log in. Phone, computer. Yes, yes. It kept saying, yeah. It was like try again, or like you weren't connected to the internet or something. Yeah, it was. Yeah, it was really weird. Like I clicked on my thing and I'm like, oh, that's weird. And then I clicked on my icon again and it showed up, no problem. Yeah, we'll get into these other parts of the videos later. All right. That we're just gonna focus on this. And these are different zoomed in parts too. So like um this isn't the whole video. So like, the outside, it's zoomed in and all sorts of, the stuff that I'm working on. But as you can see, it kind of adds that different slice, kind of like an MRI, it gives you different slices and then you put them all together in your mind and you're like, holy shit, I see the whole picture. That person right there, you guys. Oh, I can't wait to work more on these. I might have to put, you know what? I think I'm going to do that, you guys. Honestly, I think I should put this bush because, that the light source, it's already proven, you guys. It's already proven. Like after it was already proven when I got done with these edits. The one that I showed you, and you can see it in every video now, the different when the light comes on and you see it reflect off that wall. There's already proof. I honestly don't even need to do the more that I think about it, I don't even need to do the bush video edit anymore because honestly, it's already proven. I just need that's what I'm going to do. So I'll work on the bush video this weekend if I need to. I'm going to put the bush video off to the side. I'll work on that one later. I'm going to the next couple days, I'm going to start working more on these ones that more stuff that I want to work on that I'm seeing already tonight. And I might have a new video edit for you guys tomorrow night when we have Rosie on the show, 9:30 p.m. Central. So I think I'm going to have to. All right. So let me see here. What are we on now? We need to go to 13. So let's go to edit 13. So this is edit 13. Let me make sure. All right, there we go. So we'll go full screen on this one. I'll let this one play. Actually, I should have been playing these from the very beginning. Crap. Well, I'm gonna do that from these on. I'm gonna play them from the very beginning. We'll go through them tomorrow night with Rosie on the show. We'll get through some updates. We'll let you know if anything's going down. If anything does go down when we're live, we'll let you know. But I wish I would have played them from the beginning now. But oh well, we're focusing on that one particular part. We can focus on the different parts of these video edits. I have them all in my own little folders. We can focus on these ones tomorrow night with Rosie on the show, and she hasn't even seen these. So I think it would be a good thing to go through them again and then see what she thinks about them. And then I will play every one of them from beginning to end. Or at least from the very beginning. So then you can actually see the person walk up. Because there is other stuff in the background that I wasn't even like really trying to focus on. It was literally, the 17-second mark to 29 or whatever. I wasn't even thinking about as he's walking up through the doorway. I didn't even focus on anything that was going on during that period, which, yeah, that person is standing right there. Oh my God. And he looks right at him multiple times. It's like, bro. And then you see the light source pop up. You don't notice it too much on this edit, but this wasn't meant for that light source. This was meant to try and two things. Again, it was part of trying to see how I got that bush to light up, like it's actually lit up, and then you would still be able to see the light source change on it. But as you can see, it was about trying to bring more clarity to the background. So these last couple edits, it is about focusing on the background more, um, and not necessarily the foreground that's right in front of us. All right, so that is edit 13. Let me play edit 14, and then I'm going to replay edit 10, I believe is what it was. I think it was edit 10. I can't remember. I'll have to watch my own show from tonight and see what edit it was. It was 9 or 10. I can't remember. Shoot. It was 9 or 10. All right. So that we're going to go to, what were we on? We were on 13. All right. We're going to go to 14. This is the last one. All right. Edit 14. Let me start this one from the beginning. I told you, Busby. I said, you were like, just keep tinkering, bro. You're close. I was like, yeah, just wait till tonight, buddy. This shit I worked on 2 days ago. I've been trying to keep it a surprise because I'm like, oh, I want to show everybody like a present, man. You know, if I get you a present for Christmas, I want you to open it early. I just don't care. I just want you to open it. Like, just open it. You can open it if you want. Have you found anything on this video? Yeah, I found a lot of stuff, Brady. A lot of stuff. Let me see. Forgot. They just need, power outages. Let me see. We're vintage. Hey. Age is like wine. Yeah. A lot smarter. Yeah. Oh, yeah. The wisdom, right? You have a scheduled power outage? That's crazy. Well, prayers. I hope everything's safe for like an hour or so. You got my back. You paying? That's what he was. That's the last look back. That's what I was going to do when I end the show. I was going to give you the scenario again. The last look back, Babs, probably was that in his mind. Jimmy, you got my back? You paying attention, dude? Because I ain't trying to do this shit by myself. And you're out here going, I wonder when he's going to let me know. Oh, thank you. I appreciate the kind words. It is a lot of work. It really is. It's a lot of freaking work doing this stuff, especially at the desk. It's like hours, especially these. It's like, yeah, it's a lot. And then to think tonight, like I worked so hard on that, working on that Bush edit I'm working on. And then to think like, man, I was even late tonight, and here I'm like coming to the conclusion, like I'm just going to put that on hold because there's like 3 other things that I need to work on these edits to try and expose even more. Cause there's stuff that I'm seeing, I'm not saying. There's stuff I'm seeing, I'm not telling you, cause I don't want to tell you and then I dig into it and then I don't see it anymore. I don't want to put that in your mind. You know what I mean? So I'll just say this. There's some stuff. I'll give you the direction, and I won't tell you what I'm seeing. I'll just give you the direction. All right. It's in this particular, not with this person standing there. I'm just going to tell you it's in this particular area right here. Ready? This particular area right here is there's one thing over here, and then there's 2 things over here, and I'm not going to tell you where or when or what video or what edit I noticed it. But that, like I said, I'm gonna put the Bush video and work on that later. because I need to work some more on this. So we might have a new video for you tomorrow night. It depends if I can. I should be able to, honestly, because we have a late show, 9:30 p.m. Central. So I should have, you know what? I should be able to, actually. I'll have a new, it may not, it's not going to be a whole, it's not going to be a bunch. It's not, I'll be working on some key spots. And so I'll have a couple little video edits to bring to the show tomorrow night that goes beyond what we're seeing, because just look in that area. Just check out these different edits. Look in that area. And yeah. All right. So let me go back to which one. What was I going to use? I think it was 9 or 10. That drives me nuts. Let's go with 10, I believe. No, this wasn't the one. No. Number 9? Maybe it was number 9. Nope. It wasn't that. Wait, let me see here. Which one was it? Was it this one? No, it wasn't that. Number 8, maybe? You know what? Let me how about this? We already let me just go with this one, because this is now. I'm trying to think of what. Let me see here. I need to go with a darker tone version. Hold on. Because then, let me see here. Hold on. Let's see. Maybe it's this one. No. I'm sorry. I don't know what video I want to use to show you everything that's going on. Numbers. Let's see. What about this one? No. I apologize. One moment. Let's go. Maybe it's. Let me just use this. No. Dang it. Number 7. Okay. Yeah, let me use number 7. All right. I need to use like a darker tone. Okay. So, all right. So we got dude showing up, turns the light on, shuts it off. He had to see real quick to see. All right. And again, this is an edit to just have darker tone to it. This is one of the first ones that I did. Just so I had one with a darker tone, and before I started working on all the other edits and crazy ass temperature changes and stuff like that. So I'll give you the scenario as this person is walking out, right? This is what I've uncovered so far. And you can see it with all the different edits that I've done. Each one shows a little something different. And then you put it all together. So this person, obviously, you'll see them look for something if something's down there. Oh my God. Look, you got... There's so much proof that there's somebody back there. Watch. Okay. focus on the spot that I told you somebody was at, right? Somebody was out right here, right? And see over here. Now watch. You'll see them move. You'll see them fucking move. You see them moving back here? Over here, starting off here, and they're moving this way. I'll rewind it again. Watch. They start off here, and you can see them moving. Freaking crazy, man. Right there. All right. So they're walking out. Okay. So as they're walking out, he already turned his light on before he even steps 1 foot out there. Now he steps down. He already has his light on, and it's looking straight out. You know it's looking straight out because you can't see it. Now he goes to lean over. He's still looking over to the side. Now he turns his head down. You know that he was looking over to the side still because he was looking over in here. You know he was looking over to the side because you don't see his light on until his head turns to look down. That's how you know that he was still looking over in that direction until right before he was pulling up the flowers out of the ground. Still looking over to the left. Still looking over to the left. Now I'm turning my head to look down to grab the flowers. Now I grab the flowers, flash a couple times. Now I'm going back up and I'm looking back again. See? Watch. He looks back as he's picking up the flowers. See how he's looking back there again? Now watch. Picking up the flowers. Now I was looking back. Now I'm going to turn my head again. You know he was looking back there because look, just like when he went down to pick up the flowers, now you see the light source gradually come because he's turning his head from the direction of the other perp back to in front of his face. I'm turning my head back in front of me again. Now what do I do again? I turn back around and look towards Jimmy again. Still looking at Jimmy back there. Still looking at Jimmy back there. Where was Jimmy? Jimmy was standing here the whole time, you guys, and you saw him move a little bit. Now you can check these different edits again. You go through all these different edits, you'll see I remove and reveal. I remove certain things in certain edits so then it can reveal other things. Each one I remove this so it will reveal that. And what I mean by remove is not that I physically remove it. I change temperatures. I change contrast. I change clarities and all of these temperature, dampness. Because I'm trying to blend these particular parts together to get more focus on this. And I'm blending this to get more focus on this. That's how these things work. So you can literally, like, timestamps right here, 15 seconds. You can see. I'll hover over this. Oh, you can't see the timestamp. Hold on. 17. Maybe I should upload one of these videos at least so you guys can, I mean, not upload, but make it public because they're just all unlisted right now. But maybe I should. I did put links in description. You can still click on a link that's unlisted. They're just not public. But yeah, you got this guy. You can see him kind of moving around back here, just like you can in the other edits. So as he's walking out again, right before we end the show here, he's walking out. He turns on his light. He's looking right out to where, I'm just going to call him Jimmy. Looking right out to where Jimmy is. He's looking. Now he looked over to the side. Now he's walking over. He's still looking at Jimmy. Now he turns his head in a second to pick up that flower. He's Does it a flash a couple times. Now he's instantly looking at Jimmy again. Now he turns his head, looking back at the flowers. Now he's going to look back at Jimmy again and hold his stance for a second there. Looking at Jimmy, looking at Jimmy, looking at Jimmy, looking at Jimmy. Now I turn my head and I'm headed back to the door. That is your scenario that I have uncovered so far based off of all this work. There's still more to come. I see a hell of a lot more than I saw yesterday. So each time that I'm digging into these, even if I'm digging into them with you, I'm actually seeing a hell of a lot more stuff every time. And I can't wait to work on some more edits, and we're going to have a couple new ones for you tomorrow night to see. So do me a favor, share this out. Timestamps in the video. Let me know what edits. Let me know what you see. Start a conversation in the comment section. I want to see what you guys think, and we'll pick some of your comments and dig into them. So leave a comment. Let me know what you think. If it seems real intriguing, I'm going to dig into it, and maybe we'll do it live. We'll see if Rosie wants to do it live. Thank you all for being here. Appreciate you very much. Sorry for the late start. Sorry for the issues. And we'll definitely see you tomorrow night, 9:30 p.m. Central. I promise I won't be late on that one because that's a really late show for me. But I can't wait. That gives me a little extra time to work on some more video edits before the show, if you know what I mean. And then I can bring you some new ones. So it's a win-win. Appreciate you guys. Thank you for the support. Thank you for the love. Thank you for the belief. Thank you for the trust. And just thank you all for being... Whoa! And shout out Dad's Gone Live. But just thank you all for being who you are, because really we couldn't be a community that we are. I couldn't give you the shows that I give you if I didn't have the support that I get from you in return. So everything does mean so much to me. And I'm so excited to bring you some more stuff tomorrow night. So be safe, stay warm, stay safe. Leave the comments in the comment section after the video's done. You never know who might see what, or it's just going to be amazing. I can't wait to see it. And I can't wait to see what Rosie thinks. We'll see you guys tomorrow night. I can't wait. Love you guys. Be safe.